Don't be scared of it. Invite it.
I was in Chicago, staying at a hotel that was built like in the 1800s. So I can only imagine what was there. You know, but and I remember it was like I kept staring up at the corner of the room, like I knew something was there. I didn't know what it was, but I knew that's where it was.
You just see a shadow, an outline. All right.
You're talking about the shadow people. Every tweaker knows about the shadow people.
No, he wasn't a shadow. I just know, like, I can just feel where something's.
I've seen God. I've seen fairies. I've seen greys. I've seen reptilians on TV. I've seen it all, my friend.
I never saw anything. I know, but like everybody I know that I used to do that shit with saw.
I've seen reptilians warp on camera. No
you
lie.
must have got better shit than I used to.
Yeah, man. I've been around the block, G. They call me schizophrenic, but I'm far from it. I'm intelligent beyond all neglect.
Now, I've had dreams where things tried to come take my soul, but like dragons and stuff. But when I said a prayer, it would release me and I would float back down to earth.
Nice. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, you mentioned shit. What on earth is happening? Who's that guy?
Who's that guy? I'm just D. I'm kind of a god. I can predict.
Not you.
They call me a chosen one, but shit, I don't know.
Oh, it's Mark. Fucking fuck. What the fuck's that?
Passio. Mark Passio.
There you go. Yep. Yeah.
Do you agree with him on the morality stuff? That
I don't know. What's his take on that?
Well, Nick, do you agree with Passio on morality? That's basically how people are oppressed and enslaved.
We all got to have a moral high ground, you know.
Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff I can agree with. I'm not big into his anarchy shit, but yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I mean, only because I'll put it this way, I just don't think anarchy is a great idea if everybody's already on the same page.
It's utopian.
Yeah. It's just like, hey, you do that now, you're gonna have fucking problems.
Yeah, you don't want to test God's might. Shit. I did.
No. If you think all I got is a black screen on you, by the way.
You don't mind.
You're on mute if you're talking.
Snow, everything's fucking up.
All the aliens getting involved. Fuck's sake.
Aliens.
We saw one of them in the bush photo, and now they got snow.
You got to remember, she was eating that box of goodies.
Oh yeah.
She was eating box.
Lucky Charms.
Yeah, that's what I heard. She was eating that box.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck, Fatty finally made it up. What's up, bro? Good to see you.
So you were dealing with astral projection, bro.
You talking about me?
I can astral travel, yeah, mentally.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
I can go to heaven and hell in my mind.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely wasn't that sleep paralysis shit.
Up, dude. I've had all kinds of different shit. I lived in a haunted house for like fucking 10 years, so.
Wait a minute, blow his face.
Yeah,
I like talking to
that's
God.
what I was saying, bro. I literally had a friend that was like he asked us, bro, he was begging us to like call a priest and try to organize a fucking exorcism for him.
Oh,
this
shit.
Like a normal dude. On God in heaven, bro. This was like one of my best friends for years and years. And like, he was not like a weirdo. He was just experiencing this crazy shit. And he was terrified to go to sleep. Like, he was scared to go to sleep and shit.
Your mic just started chopping up.
Did he do astral projection, Marathon Kev?
No, he wasn't into none of that. He wasn't into nothing like that.
It was just from a
sleep work. We drink on the weekends. He just started having like this.
Hey, Daryl, your mic is going to hell.
Fucking shots.
It was out of nowhere. Like, he just started having this weird shit happen to him. And then like I said, he was just a normal fucking dude, bro. Bro wasn't causing no chaos. He wasn't a criminal. You know what I'm saying? He just started having some weird ass shit happen.
Neither was I.
Allegedly. But no.
Hold on. You got to fix that mic and come back. It's all the way out.
he had moved into this new location or whatever, and it was like shortly after he moved into this this apartment that he started having some weird shit happen to him, and like I was like, yo, but like I said, no, he honestly he was like, y'all gotta fucking like y'all gotta call a priest, like y'all gotta do something for me. This motherfucker was scared to go to sleep.
What
Like,
happened
he
to
did
him?
not.
What's he doing now? Is he better?
He
Did he move
moved.
out of that place and get
Yeah,
better?
yeah, he moved. Yep, he moved up out of there. Yep, he's bad. Yeah, shit, I haven't talked to him in like a couple
I
years. This is-
bawled so hard they thought I was a fucking nutsack. I got so much cheese in my pocket, they thought I was a fucking calzone.
Thank you, Jim from Florida, for the Cash App. I appreciate the support. He says, "I love these he loves these subjects." So
No,
carry
Uncle
on.
Fatty's got a
The
face
mic
like
any
a
better?
waiter did.
That's better.
The paralysis is more like where you feel like somebody's sitting on your chest or trying to choke you while you're sleeping.
I felt that. I felt
Really, what
that.
it comes
Yeah.
down to is you hold your breath when you're sleeping, right? And your subconscious knows that you're not breathing, and tells your body that you're dying, right? That you're right because you haven't taken a breath for 2 or 3 minutes, and so
Either
you're
that or quit sleeping with fat women.
you know, I mean,
Oh, God's sake.
I mean,
Come on.
That you talked about. It's interesting that when you talked about your experience with magic, you mentioned how you had to, be unalive to actually feel it and come back. And I'm in the middle of watching Iron Fist, and that's kind of what they're going through right now. He's like, I had to do that before I could come back this way. So it's interesting. I always think Stan Lee was onto stuff once you go back and watch the Marvel.
Well, there's that whole phrase, the death and the rebirth. You got to start taking it a little bit more literal, actually, in my opinion.
The Marvel universe is full of occult like ideas, right?
Yeah.
Superhumans.
Yeah, the Avengers and all that.
Supernatural,
Right,
yep.
right. It's all occult archetypes and ideas that they play with.
here's what paralysis feels like.
What?
I got a picture in the back.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Oh. What?
That's paralysis right there. Is you literally feel
A
like
demon over you.
like
Shit.
you are looking straight into the eyes of a fucking demon. That's
So-
exactly, and you wake up.
Damn.
in a lucid
That sounds
state.
like
I'd say
Go ahead.
Kev was more having like a lucid dream.
That's
maybe.
one theory, you know.
Yeah, like lucid and projection is kind of the same thing, where you're in control while you're in the dream state, just enough to know, like you said, where you have to consciously tell
A
yourself
placid sleep. I've had placid sleeps before.
for sure.
You feel like you're awake, but you're dreaming at the same time. I've been there, done that.
that
Like
sounds
Nick was saying
like
earlier, once you recognize the point, that's what kind of brings you back to the
Reality.
right. Or maybe it was Kev saying that earlier. I don't know, but either way, it's
that was
where-
me for sure. It was like because I was in that book and I remembered like what I had read, and Dr. Monroe was like, the only thing that it takes for you to reconnect the astral to the physical is the thought that you want to,
right?
You know, and that's
Great
what I did. And it
point.
was probably
Great
like a
point.
second. It was probably like a second, maybe 2 seconds later, than I had like control of my body. But in that moment, though, it felt like a fucking eternity. It's hard to describe.
It's scary.
But
it
felt
is
like
scary,
fucking
Kev.
forever.
I think-
Fucking hell.
It
I
was
feel like Kev had
terrifying. It
more
was
than
terrifying.
sleep paralysis. Like, I think there's a difference between sleep paralysis
I've
and
had
what
it that much.
describing.
I've got used to it.
No, that's
you
what
know.
Fatty's saying. That's what Fatty's saying. I definitely
There
did
is.
not experience sleep paralysis. That's what he's saying. Yeah, that's what Fatty's
There's a
saying.
huge difference. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the waking up scared,
So
literally scared, like you are dying. Like you wake up feeling like you are at the death's door.
that's how I heard
you're looking
alien
so-
abductions described. Do you think they're the same thing?
Maybe.
Depends on if you wake up when they're.
I wouldn't contradict it. Shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get probed, so you know what I mean. It wasn't like
Oh,
nothing
man,
like
you missed
that. It was
the
like
best part.
self-induced.
I go on,
My shit
Kev.
was self-induced. You know.
I just
Are
Didn't
you
get
sure,
probed.
Kev?
You've been probed. You just were too out of it.
Well,
So,
listen,
Flo,
all
do
that
you
shit
feel
that they
like
tell you about the
these
peanut
Love
butter
it.
shot in the army is not all
Fucking
you
love
heard
it.
about. Trust me.
So, Flo, do you feel like these other spirits? Could you understand these and believe in these other entities or whatever?
I
you
believe
want
it's what entities about, yeah.
Okay, Daryl,
Fairies,
talking
vampires, wolves, they're all
talking
real.
slow right now.
I've talked to them.
All right.
Well, I'm not closed off to the idea of other entities. What I'm fairly, I won't say entirely 100,000% closed off to, but like it's got a long uphill slog is any of the organized Abrahamic religions.
No, I was just speaking on. I'm thinking about. We're talking about spirits and entities. And then I also know from people that I've talked to about astral projection is that they didn't protect themselves and other spirits came in.
For sure.
So when I have the Holy Spirit,
It's hard to learn.
when you have the Holy Spirit, no other spirits can come in. So
Right.
that's
Exactly.
one. That's
when
one.
God's give you enlightening,
But you're
nobody
conscious
can beat you.
enough to know that you have
Poor Cynthia.
the Trinity around you. Right?
Do
You
what?
can't even get a word out.
It's okay. Go ahead, Fatty.
You're,
What'd you say?
Daryl, your mic is doing it again.
It's like
Got
when
demons.
you're just conscious enough to know that you have that shield, the
Mhm.
Trinity. When you carry the Trinity
Right.
with you into astral projection, you keep the guard up and you don't let anything else approach you because
Well,
you will be approached. You absolutely will be approached and tempted.
the gentleman that I spoke to, he had a situation where he came back. Other people live there now because he left his body unattended.
Yes.
And so I think
that's very
sometimes
common.
people play around with stuff like this. And as Nick was
Mhm.
bringing up, whether it be through music, through meditation, through podcasting, sometimes you can really get in some dangerous areas and unlock some doors that you can't lock back up, which is why I like to stay grounded in
Tarot
moments
readers
such
face
as
the
this.
same issue
I-
when you open yourself up to the things, and it's inevitable that something's going to take that spot, and then you
Right.
come back to that spot and don't realize there's something else there until you start spurging out and calling people frat bag douche boys online.
So when Kev was speaking about his
I didn't mean
cousin,
to call you that. I was mad,
Sorry,
Fatty. I'm sorry.
bro.
yeah, but when Kev is speaking about his cousin, but then comes back and says, well, he was in a new place, but as soon as he left the place, he was normal again. So sometimes we could also be a hollow body, not necessarily a body full of good or bad, but just hollow. So this is something that I do take very, very serious. It is my spiritual life. We all have our own journey. Our own path looks different. I just encourage everyone to take it.
It's a fascinating subject because nobody knows what happens like once you take that dirt nap. But the one thing that we do know while we are here is there is a whole shitload of data of people that have these, like, we'll call them weird experiences. You know what I mean? That have like common denominators that are very, very similar. So it opens up it opens up a door for us all to walk through to have a discussion about the afterlife or reincarnation or whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know what I mean? That's that door of like spirituality that that rivals religious talk to a certain degree. You know, and it's a fascinating subject.
NDERF.org. I'm putting links in front and back. So when I was in jail, my mom would print me off these. She took the opportunity. The last time I got raided, and I knew I was stuck in jail until until like they decided where to send me. That the call to your mom is not fun. But I said, okay, since I'm in here and you've been trying to save my soul, I'll read whatever shit you send me. And so she sent me, one of the things she sent me was a whole bunch of printed off near-death experience stories from NDERF.org. And that shit is fascinating.
Yeah, I've even said that I was on 2 podcasts today talking about the whole black sun eclipse.
Yeah, it's definitely fascinating. You know, it's definitely fascinating.
What's the black sun eclipse
I don't want to
again?
like take up too much time, but my mom had an experience like that too. I think it was like 6 or 7 years old. She had to have a kidney and a liver transplant. She was dying.
Damn.
And I was in the fucking room when she flatlined.
Shit.
And the doctors came in, wound up resuscitating her or whatever. I remember like the conversation that was being had in the room. I watched that fucking machine. I watched that shit flatline. Like I watched them resuscitate her. It took
That's
a
gonna
second,
leave
though,
emotional
maybe
scars,
like a
isn't
minute
it?
or two. But I remember that was a traumatic experience. But I remember them conversations that were being held between the nurses and my grandfather. And my mom used to tell me stories about that shit like later on in life when I was a teenager. And I used to tell her, it ain't
Reminding
no
you.
fucking way that you can remember them conversations. It ain't no way. Like I watched you fucking flatline, fool. Like I watched that machine, but she would spit back shit that was verbatim of them conversations. And then she told me the same shit. It was like the same shit that I experienced. She was like, I was up in the corner of the room, like watching everything that fucking unfolded. I was like, it ain't no fucking way, But you can't tell me nothing about that though, because I was there. Like I was listening to the shit, to you know what I mean? I was listening to the banter, and I seen the machine. I seen her flatline. So when she like regurgitated, I'm like, how the fuck? Like, it ain't no fucking way this shit is possible.
I've watched
like,
myself die 3 times.
But some way, shape, or form it was though. She had like some recollection. I always used to try to like rationalize that, up until I had that experience for myself. I'm like, okay, yeah, she might have flatlined, but maybe, you know what I mean? Like she was still able to listen to this, that, and the third. So I always thought she was crazy. She like, I was like above the room, like listening to everything and like watching everything unfold. And she said, she was like, in that moment, she was like, I just kept asking God, like, let me come back so I can raise my son. Like, let me get my son to 18, and then you can do with me what you want. I'm like, what the fuck? I always thought she was, I don't know, crazy, quack, whatever. My mom was a little bit of a hippie or whatever the case may be, but yeah, I always thought it was, I guess I didn't know exactly what to think, but when that shit happened to me, with the looking down at myself and my girlfriend, like, oh shit, like, I don't know, it hit different. And it probably won't make sense to a lot of people until you experience some shit like that, but there's so many of us around the globe that have experienced shit like that it's like, for me, I'm all data edition. Like, let me pay attention to that. It's too many people that have had like similar experiences.
Dude, there's a lot of indigo children being born these days.
Fuck is that?
Multiple past lives that can describe to a T how they got the birthmarks on their
What's the
body.
indigo children?
Indigo children. Yeah.
What are those?
Kids that are being born with the full recollection of past lives. And while they're super young, while they're first learning to develop their speech, telling their parents about things of like how they died in past lives.
Weigh in, Nick. I see you making faces.
No, I was laughing at you. No, I will. All right, I do believe those exist. I just think, unfortunately, there's too many fake ones on YouTube.
Yeah, I think some of them are stories, but some of them, like the birthmark ones, are definitely something that I can see where, like, they're literally telling their parents about how all these birthmarks came upon their body, and it ends up being a person that died in a war from shrapnel. To the name, to the T, like their wives' names, their parents' names, like all kinds of like tangible information, like Kev, where we would bring receipts, right? And the parents start looking shit up and they're just dumbfounded. Like, holy shit, this is fucking weird. And then by the time they hit adolescence, start hitting the brain chemicals, start kicking in, they don't necessarily remember it anymore.
I don't know, man. That's it. I don't know that I think that that's necessarily not a thing. It's just, it's one of those things that it's so contaminated with fakes and shit like that I don't even know how you'd begin to sort that. Sort of like Mandela effect. Could Mandela effect be something? Sure, it could be. Is it probably just groupthink? And I mean, groupthink and memory. What could be more reliable than the intersection of those two things?
I'm having a very big, very personal Mandela effect. Very
Well, if you want to share it with the class, you can. I'll probably shit on it. I don't care how personal it is.
My flat Earth map that I saw in the 90s,
Yeah.
had Mount Everest as the center of the map.
Okay.
Wait, say that again. Say it again.
These old fucking hippies that I hung with, where I used to get my acid down in fucking Eugene, Oregon, their flat Earth map had Mount Everest at the center of the map. And it was a totally different spread of how the land works so that they could justify how the flight paths work. Okay, right? This is pre-Y2K, right? I was a flat earther like for a couple years pre-Y2K.
Go ahead.
But that, I can't find that map. I saw that map.
Okay.
That's not a Mandela effect. You just lost it.
No, I'm going to go with you. I'm going to go with you.
Like barter fairs, fucking hippie fucking gatherings, like fucking
dude, I have Mandela effects with my lighter all the time then.
No. Who would scrub the internet? Who would benefit from scrubbing the internet?
I don't know.
Nobody.
I can't find it. I've spent years trying to find that map again, and I cannot, especially these days, like trying to hop up with Notch and Z.
You ever
and be
think
like,
it was a
dude,
drug?
check this out. Like, I can't find it.
You talking about satanic warrior?
Yeah.
You ever think about the drugs? It could have been the drugs.
Hey, I mean,
Chuck, it's
like
probably
drugs,
not the drugs.
drugs like me.
It's probably he just lost something. It's not a thing at all.
Is this it?
My brain.
Now, did you have
It was
in a
so it's
physical
close to that,
copy
yes. It's close to that.
or
But
the
it was
internet
like
copy?
it was the flat version where you can see the contours.
I'm
Right, so
I'm
you-
making it full screen, and you know what? I'll take the ticker off so that you can screenshot that shit or whatever you want to do.
Here, let me. There we go.
So wait, are you telling me you had the real map, or you saw the map on the internet and then you no longer saw
This
it
is
on the
pre-internet, sweetheart. Like,
Okay, okay.
this was
So
like,
did
I
some?
mean,
How many times have you moved?
just a couple times, but these were like hippie dudes at like barter fairs and like, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, don't you think somebody
Maybe a
would have
little-
scrubbed the net if it didn't align into what people wanted you to believe or follow?
I don't know, man. There's a lot of fucking drugs going around, but I know I saw it, and it was that picture.
Don't let Chuck dismiss
Take
you
that
as,
picture and
as,
put it flat.
as everything's just the drugs. Anyways, Chuck will blame everything on drugs if you let him.
I'm going by his story flow.
I will too.
Tell me,
Hippies,
but I'm
drugs.
right.
No,
Drug.
you know.
In essence,
No, I'm
everything
not
we do is brain chemicals, which are drugs.
You wait till we get that electric chair for them dealers back out.
Okay, whoa. Okay, so I have a little bit of an argument for that. So, do you think that Jimi Hendrix would have gave us like the powerful music that he did without psychedelics?
No way.
He was a naturally gifted guitar player.
No, I
do you
wonder
think?
the same thing about Santana.
He
Yeah.
had fucking acid underneath his sweatband when he went on for a stage. To
Exactly.
help him at
The
all.
guy will play the Star Spangled Banner with his teeth and shit. Like he was an amazing musician, but a
You
lot
know
of
that
that
song?
shit was
Excuse me
birthed
while
a
I
lot.
tip this guy.
Say
What a
again?
weird
Here's
synchronicity.
what we'll do again. If the dono excess exceeds what the need is, then we'll make sure to put it where the need goes. Either way, we'll make sure.
That
Yeah,
taps
but okay,
into
let's say
when
like-
I was saying music is
Mhm.
mesmerizing. You tap into something else with music, and I bet, especially if you play it.
You take a
Tapping
half
that
a
ass.
tab. just a
So,
half a
but that's
dose.
my point right there. Exactly.
Liberty
So let's just say hypothetically speaking, right? Hypothetically speaking, we never would have got the brilliance of Jimi Hendrix and a whole smorgasbord of other musicians without psychedelics or drug influence. Just
I
because
say we
it
wouldn't
was
be here
just
today.
because, but that's a truth though. That music that was produced, we cannot deny that. That is here now. You know what I mean? And it's brilliant. We all enjoy it. So just because there was a gateway that was utilized by drugs, does that take away the truth of the music? You know what I'm saying? Does that mean that the music wasn't real? No, that's definitely real. It
No.
might have took them some other type of way to get there, whatever the case may be, or
Right.
some type of gateway or a
don't
drug
think
or,
that-
you know what I mean? Like an experience to unlock
Okay.
that shit. But what was unlocked is like physically here now. That's a truth. You
I
know? So
disagree.
I wonder that about like other
Where's
things as
your
well, you know?
proof? Where's your proof that he was under the influence when he was playing?
Oh, Santana's talked about it.
Yeah.
You're on mute, Marathon Kev.
Oh yeah, I'll be mute now when y'all talking. Like I'll be talking myself in the background. I don't want to over.
I don't think that. I think that claiming people need drugs to do great things like that is disempowering to the. And that's look. I've got no shade for drugs, right?
I don't think they needed it though. They didn't need it.
I don't think that they needed it either. I would agree with that.
That's
So
the
going
point I
back,
was trying to make.
but going back to what you say, Marathon Kev, what you said, I absolutely agree with you. But I also think it goes a step further. Is they're actually making a sacrifice to create that music, and I wonder, is the sacrifice worth it in the end? We can look at all of these people who are amazing artists that something horrific happened to them, and you go back and look at their music and you realize they were predicting it all along. Nipsey Hussle, your
Welcome
guy.
to Jew Burger. Welcome to Jew Burger.
What?
Can I take your order?
I just don't. I
Welcome to
don't.
Good Burger.
I don't think that. I think that everybody's saying that like the whole narrative about the drugs being a central component in making their music good, I think is bullshit.
Why?
I've done a lot of drugs, and I can say that people do not function better on drugs.
But you're also not a musician by nature. These guys, it's just born in them. Have you ever seen that kid that you hand them a
artsy people look whatever woo brain people, artists, these sort of ungrounded personalities do worse on drugs than somebody who's rational.
I mean, maybe some type of drugs. Like myself, I play guitar, and anytime I'm on mushrooms, bro, it unlocks like some other shit, dog. I riff like way fucking different. My mind is in a different space. I'm like more connected with my body. Like it's different when I play guitar on mushrooms.
Y'all were just describing
when you're under the influence. How do you know what it sounds like?
Oh, you can just
Well, I record a lot. I record a lot. Yeah,
y'all were
I
just
record a lot.
describing the effects of being on the opiates and how it was a foggy reality, and you went into a different realm. Why would music not produce that same type of effect?
Because people who are on drugs as a way of life don't function at higher level. They can function in spite of it, but not. And it feels like you're doing more. Like this thing's helping you, but it's not.
So look at like
for some, for sure, dog.
They right when they're getting into it, right when they're getting into the expansion of the mind, right when they're breaking down the synapses and making new ones and getting that hyper focus where you can literally watch the notes come out of the speakers, right? You can watch the bar chords, you can see the sheet music coming out of the speakers, like, and you're just so in the zone. But then, like 5 years later, you're fucking fried and you're dead.
You co-signing this, Cynthia?
I have heard musicians talk about the music coming to life.
And Santana mentioned that too, though. Like in the first couple of years of doing those things, then yes, but then you end up like most starving artists do, where you're burnt out and you're not getting that initial brain dope that you got in the beginning when you were first creating those new neural pathways.
There are some people, and there has been some musicians. I know Syd Barrett was one of them from Pink Floyd. They have synthenasia or something like that, where sound will actually create colors and visions.
Yeah, no, 100% for sure. There's like I said, like I'm a big proponent of mushrooms, and not, you know what I'm saying, not to advocate or like to tell anybody what to do, but just for me, myself, and I love, like I got my shirt on right now, Mr. Mushies. You know what I mean? I love the Mushies. But
I can say that I've never. It's on the whole, mushrooms is the most like just good experience I've ever had with a drug.
Yeah,
there's really no downside.
Not at all, bro. It's helped me with like PTSD. You know what I mean? All kind of shit, like post-war traumas and just whatever. It's a total reset. But bro, I go like seven grams. I'm out of here, Jack.
God, bro.
You know, I'm to the point where I get to playing shit where I'm definitely seeing the notes. I'm seeing colors. I'm in a different place, like a DMT type place.
Why aren't you manly enough to just handle your events without being traumatized? Are you?
What?
I'm just kidding. I was giving him
Well,
shit.
I have a very
PTSD.
fucking strong feminine side, so fuck off. You know.
Only on the
Where's
5th of
my-
July and the 1st of June.
Can't wait to get my dick wet.
I can't wait to get my dick wet.
This motherfucker, man.
Some
What
of
is
the
this,
oldest,
Patty?
the oldest petroglyphs on the flat Earth are mushroom symbols, and it's been argued
Those
that
aren't mushrooms.
humans actually, like, because of the mushroom,
I've heard this
became
theory.
what we are today, right? That it allowed us to have that third eye, that subconscious, right?
Yeah.
Like these old mushrooms.
You know what this sounds like? This sounds like marketing.
Yeah, it could be.
Stoned ape. The stoned ape theory is crazy though.
But it
honestly.
is, it is very true. There's tons of old mushroom petroglyphs.
No, I know, like one of my
Remember
favorite.
Fungi Flow? Remember Fungi Flow with his mushroom?
You know
and
what?
he always-
I just remixed his deal the other night for him and sent it over to him on the Facebook. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
coming up on the 1 year anniversary.
I know he had a Cartoon Network did a little episode on him. He had a cartoon character.
Badass.
Mm-hmm.
That was a cool. That was a
That
very
was pretty fun. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I
That
was not.
one of those things where
For those
that-
who don't know what it is, about what year ago, a rapper Fungi Flow set the Guinness World Record for longest freestyle. He freestyled for how long? Like 3 fucking days or something. It was crazy.
Get the fuck out of here.
He did not stop rapping.
Yeah,
dude,
50
for-
hours broke the record, but he went
What?
52 out of respect for the previous holder.
Yeah.
Like it was
Holy
wild.
Yeah,
shit.
we
Yeah,
had
this is the-
And he
what's it
live
called?
streamed the whole thing, right?
Yep.
So
It's
you
called
like,
the fungi freestyle. What'd you say, Flo?
I'll get it. I'll get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'd like go to sleep and wake up. He's still going. I did that 2 times. And it's like, man, it was more exciting than any Super Bowl or anything.
That's
and then, like,
crazy,
you
bro.
commented in the chats, he would do a freestyle with you, well, like with your name and stuff.
Oh yeah. So people in the chat were giving him work. Like he needed help thinking
Yeah,
a word.
Yeah, he was losing.
He had a
sleep
guy
and
playing a
stuff.
keyboard and a guy playing a djembe, and they'd kind of switch off and on. He had 2 or 3 guys playing the keyboard. And
He
just
had
kept
like he had Reiki healers who would like come up and like yell in his throat or
Yeah.
something. It was wild.
I still have
What?
all of that footage. I just
Wow,
never
that's
did
crazy.
anything with it.
I mean,
And there for
that's a
while,
hell of
there was
an
like
athletic
100
feat.
people,
Was
maybe
he
200,
tripping?
300 people
Like
in
what?
chat,
Or was
and
it?
it would go down to like 50 people and back up to like a few hundred. But
So
for the
I
whole
got
stream, there was at
something
least 50
like that.
people. And then the fucking, remember, late night, the zebras came in and started fucking with him, dude.
Yeah, they were like, he would
Right?
do. Yeah,
That was
Yeah.
fucked up, dude. And he
Yeah,
totally
that was-
worked through it, dude. It
Yeah.
threw a huge wrench in it, and that fucking fairy
I
girlfriend
threw
of his
something
came
in the
and like
back.
did a little
Flo.
Reiki sprinkle and shit, and like fucking got him all boosted up, and like, dude, he spent like fucking 6 hours just sitting in a freaking.
Yeah, we were there.
Dude, like he didn't physically move.
We were there.
Zoned to the max, dude, and like by
Wow.
the time he
Drugs
I mean, my
ain't good
gosh.
with him.
You can
That's
play this
wild, bro.
for it if you want.
energy, like in the chat,
Want me
you
to
can
share it?
literally feel the energy, like just
I'll
running
do
through
it.
all of the fucking world. It's amazing.
Oh, you
We
got it.
were there.
Never mind.
Are you sharing it or
Want me to? Okay,
I don't know what you're.
this was it.
Legend status, hero quota. You know that I'm glowing. I bitch really body this. Told him that it's more than a hobby. This ain't no JavaScript. I'm on this bitch. Yeah, I'm on this bitch. Yeah, we check that flow. You know we about to get our chips. Yeah, I got my little guy on the side of the wall. And when I'm rhyming for y'all, told him I'm trying.
Cynthia, my short is way better.
Yeah,
my
feel like I'm
bad.
in my legend status.
Play yours.
No, it's not your bad. I'm just you could have finished it. Because I got a little product placement in there.
Oh, what product placement do you have?
Yeah, he called out Flow State quite a few times in the rap.
Oh yeah, he sure did. He called me out as well, and then he said horrible stuff about me.
Oh shit, this is the wrong one.
Yeah, he said horrible stuff about me that Snafu said.
Yeah, that's when the zeros were putting shit in the lyrics, and he was just reading off the chat.
Yeah, and I was like, he was like, "Damn, Cynthia,
That's fucked up.
the crew doesn't like you." I was like, "That's fucked up, crew. Fuck y'all."
I don't know you, but fuck you, bitch.
No, I know the crew. I know them. I can't believe that they're my trolls. I was like, damn.
Yeah. That's
They
crazy.
put that in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah,
We
that's
just came out.
hey,
Somebody
you're
just-
immortalized. You're immortalized, though. You know.
I heard somebody pop backstage, and I just looked over, and you're gone.
Who?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I literally just said. I heard somebody come in, but when I looked, they were gone. So if whoever
It's
that
probably
was,
that guy. It's probably
No,
that
but
guy.
it was super cool. It was interesting to see. I have the Reiki healers when they're doing their I guess they're breathing and they're moving of the energy, and he even freestyles about how he felt it move. You know,
was he sober for that, or was he?
No,
like,
I think he was drinking mushroom tea or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And
yeah.
he could get like a 10-minute break every so often to go to the bathroom, and he could stack the breaks. So like if he went past the break, the next break time, he could get 20 minutes. So he would stack them up to get like 30 to 40 minutes, and he would like take a cold shower and stuff just to get
Where
back.
there was a literal break in the freestyle.
So yeah,
There
part
it
of the
is.
rules. Yeah, part of the rules is that every 2 hours you got a 10-minute break to go to the bathroom, get a drink of water, take a breath, whatever you needed. So he'd go like 4 or 6 hours and then take like a half an hour break.
Oh,
And then early in the morning when he did that, he came back after that cold shower and he was on fire for like
Yeah, that's his
4
girlfriend.
hours, dude. Yeah, it was awesome.
Still fucking
We got the
impressive
shot that
either
we
way.
didn't wanted to get. Even people on the piece of like a boss of said. Is it poor form to throw flow state on this a word? Of course not. Flow state is so great, I stay up in it. Dancing for the people, y'all straight up winning. Product placement, baby, yeah, you know we in it. Big us hit a chance and you can go and get it. But we should probably collab as a sponsor, though. I'm just saying that'd be honorable. Hey, yo, put the flow state up while we drop it low. Hey, yeah, you know they probably got some about flowing states. Yeah, you know if I'd be out here, I'd be flowing great. How many more minutes? Somebody
When did you make that flow? What
Huh?
year? How long ago was that? It's gone now. But yeah, that was his girlfriend, and she
Yes.
stayed and she danced with him the
Yeah.
whole time.
I wait. Daryl, your mic is still bad. Come back tomorrow.
So let me
no
ask you a
offense,
question.
but
Was
like,
there any was there any stipulations about like rhyming, or could you just be up here saying anything like "I'll meet you in the library
You could say
tomorrow"?
anything. So I waited till the
doing all
very
that
last
shit. I drive
hour.
a
He was-
car on the boulevard. Like, did you have to rhyme or anything, or you just keep talking the whole time? Or
It did have to be. It did have to flow.
Yeah, he had a flow.
But I waited till the last hour to give him flow state. And if you listen to the words, he did the flow state thing, or he put my line in there, and then he realized what had happened after the fact because he had sponsors and shit. That's what he said. He's like, we should probably do a sponsor, be a sponsor though.
It was
Just saying.
interesting. It was interesting to see like he would be super, super tired, and then the chat would like hype him up, and he would start getting high energy again.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Crazy. Still impressive though. Either way, 3
Mhm.
fucking days of that. That's insane.
I still don't know what to think of Reiki healers. Like that shit looked weird, but apparently he believed in it.
Reiki shit.
Remember Dominic Flo? That avatar. He used to tell me I should check into that. I should look into becoming one of those.
He goes down rabbit holes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No, I something to that shit. Like I always been a super skeptic, you know. I either got to experience that shit for myself, or I need some like very significant data. But my youngest son's mom, she was like all hippie edition, and she did that. She's like a Reiki, whatever. She be doing all the shit and life coaching and all the shit. But she did this. She was like, "Let me just do the little Reiki healing session on you one time." And I'm like, "All right, then I guess." You know, so I lay down and she do the candles and the sage and all the little albatross shell or whatever the fuck the shit is, you know.
I'm not gonna lie, I
not
peed in
humming
a
or
jar
whatever,
full of broken glass once.
What? Why?
Why would you do that?
Well, apparently you're supposed to pee in a jar of broken glass and bury it, and it's like a protection spell or something.
Oh yeah, it's a spell. Yeah, exactly. That's what baby mama.
I didn't actually get it buried, so it didn't work. I got raided like a week. I had a jar full of pee on the back patio.
You should have buried it, fool. See, you fucked up right there. You should have buried it.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Corbin, that
What about him?
soft guy.
Yeah.
That showed his gun that night.
Which night?
Say again.
I was talking to Flo. Do you remember Aaron Corbin?
Yeah, I remember, and I heard you say something. He showed his gun that night. What night?
He was showing me his papers that he's a Reiki shaman.
Mm.
And I said, "Say what?"
Isn't he the one that thinks he's Jesus?
That's Talcott.
No. Remember?
No.
Come on, he growled at Paul.
Different Aaron. Different Aaron.
Oh, that's Aaron Nazi, whatever his name was.
Yeah.
Do you see this shit?
Yeah.
The Grand Lodge.
Ancient free.
Official proceedings of the Grand Lodge. Official proceedings of the Grand Lodge, ancient, free, and accepted Masons of the state of Missouri from 1937. I got a bunch of shits like this. I don't know what to do with them.
Have you read them?
I've thumbed through them. It doesn't. It seems more like minutes from a meeting than.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't know that I think that I'm the sort of person that has the skill set to be able to glean information out of them either.
Gotcha. Yeah. That one's interesting though. Yeah, Missouri.
Yeah, I'm in Kansas City, and so I ended up with a bunch of these from. Well, I guess I can maybe not tell who, but anyways, I ended up with a bunch of these, and he doesn't want them back, and I don't know what to do with them. But
there's a badass Masonic temple.
Dave wanted those.
Who?
Hoover.
Dave.
Oh yeah.
Or no, Hoosier.
Hoover was interested in some. I got a bunch of stuff that I was trying to sell them to Rose. I kind of want to sell them because I think that they're worth money, but I also like kind of feel weird, like they're gonna come get me. Like, how did you get that shit?
Did you ever see if you could find the lodge?
I looked him up that one night that I brought it up, and the lodge is not still at the address that I had. I don't remember what it was, so I didn't look very much more after that. I don't know. It's possible that this same lodge moved. This stuff might just be from a closed down lodge, which is how it ended up in my possession. You know,
could be. Wouldn't be so bad, but it's got people's actual names and stuff in there, doesn't it?
Yeah, but from like the 30s and like old stuff.
Oh, I thought you had some recent.
There might be a little bit of more recent stuff, but I bet the lion's share of them are not still alive. I think the very newest thing I have is like mid 90s, but most of it was older than that.
Statute of limitations, you know.
On what? I came by this shit honestly.
For all you Freemasons listening.
Oh, I'm sure they're
here. There's a nice pimp will show up at your front door.
Throw me in the water, find out I weigh more than a duck, and that's feeding to me. Well, Nick teaches some stuff.
Yes. Yeah, you never told us your outer body experience. Your
astral. Yeah, he kind of did, but
he shortened the story though. Yeah, he shortened.
You got the Reader's Digest.
Oh no, I think I ended up something coming up. Well, yeah, I started talking about one I do want to at least mention too that there was no drugs involved either for me.
You hear that, Chuck?
Yeah, I wasn't
Chuck
at the time.
I didn't hear him mention drugs the first time.
No, I just I do like to mention that because a lot of people take it like, oh, you must have been taking mushrooms or hallucinogenics or something. No.
Yeah.
Do you
Well, they don't call them hallucinogenics for nothing.
I mean, drugs is an easy cop out for every sort of thing. It's a mental cop out.
Oh,
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
That happened because of drugs. This person's crazy because of drugs.
I say that with,
if you're
with
gonna
your
have it,
hallucinogenics, LSD, things like that is what I'm talking about.
if you're gonna have an outer body experience, wouldn't you want to have one, say, through self meditation off of drugs versus one through drugs?
Sure. I mean, I would think that would be preferable, absolutely. But I've done a lot of drugs, and I've never had any of these things happen. Right? I don't, and drugs become normal. I don't know. It's a mental cop out. People use the drug excuse as a mental cop out for why things happen.
Did you do drugs and want to have this experience? Did you ever in the moment?
I never did any drugs for like a spiritual awakening or anything. It was always recreation. I was always just looking to party.
Do you think that maybe perhaps the energy you put into the drugs gave back the energy back, and versus somebody who was trying to have that experience, they would have a different energy come back to them?
I think that people can dilute themselves. Like we've all been around somebody who gets drunk and I love you, man, right? Like that sort of shit. What I did not want to have happen is that sort of shit, and then maybe like I'm gonna have a spiritual experience, and then like convince myself that I saw Buddha or something stupid.
Gotcha. I think most folks that I was around on hallucinogens when they were trying to have an experience didn't have shit, and when you just let yourself be fucking and just let yourself go is when cool things happen. But you can have a bad trip at any point in time, but it's all about your mindset before you go into it. You really got to be aware that's most people in their first experiences have bad trips because they're paranoid and they see faces. They see faces.
I've never had a bad trip.
I've never had a bad trip either, and I think that's all about having like a bad guide. You know what I'm saying? As somebody that doesn't know how to properly let you know what the fuck you're finna align yourself with. You know, make sure your ducks are in a row. Make sure you don't got too much chaotic shit going on in your life.
And
make
then
sure
just
your environment is like nice. You know, yes, and be aware that you might go to a dark place, but you finna bounce back from that though. You know,
dude,
you finna bounce back.
We took a bunch of acid when I was fucking chasing hailstorms down in Kansas, and I told Flo about this. There's a
cows
market in North Kansas City. We got all fucked up on shrooms and acid, and fucking we're up for like 2 or 3 days tripping balls. Went into a freaking Boston market and ordered a bunch
of potent shrooms.
Dude, we sat down at the table with 2 whole chickens, right? And sat there like 4 grown-ass men, dude, and fucking giggled like schoolgirls for like 3 hours, dude, and didn't take a single bite of food, and had these full-on conversations and didn't say a fucking word other than giggles, bro.
The last time I took shrooms, I was at a house party, and I went in the back computer. I left the party, and I sat this dude had a huge potted fern or some shit. It was like a big, and me and the plant hung out, and we just because everybody else was stupid as shit, and so we just sort of sat there and mocked the people as they would walk by the door. It was a great time.
My buddy Dusty likes to build fences, dude. He'll go out into the yard and just he'll go out by himself and he will build imaginary fences out in the yard and guard his area.
I got to tell you something. Those shrooms, it's meth.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Nobody builds fences to guard their shit on shrooms, man.
I know. He's more of a crackhead though.
I'm just saying, that's not true.
That was probably more the coke. Yeah.
What do they call that shit? They call it a speedball, like when you mix a couple. But what do you call it when you mix mushrooms with some other shit? Like he had a cocktail. He was definitely he was all what's the dude from Fear and Loathing Las Vegas? What's that guy? Hunter S. Thompson edition.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, what did he call his?
I feel like it's my duty right now, my maybe TOS obligation to tell people that we do not advocate drugs. We do not advocate or violence, cussing. We don't advocate any bad things, anything illegal. Stay pure, stay virgin.
Make sure that you are all Tom Cruise before Scientology edition. You feel me?
Oh,
The only ghost that lives over here is the Holy Ghost.
Wooga booga booga booga.
Ghost.
what do you want, sweetheart? Come on.
Yeah.
The Holy Ghost.
Yes. The Holy Ghost. Nobody can describe the Holy Ghost.
If this question's about the chicken story, then yeah, he said he was by downtown, I believe. Right?
Kansas City, Missouri, probably right. Okay.
There ain't much else to do in Kansas City, is there?
Drugs? Is that what you're suggesting?
Talking to dead chickens.
Dead pigeons? Did you say dead
Chickens.
pigeons? Oh,
Chickens.
I was like, damn. Okay, Mike Tyson, like pet cemetery over there. What the fuck going on?
You get barbecue. You can,
Oh, we had pigeons in St. Louis. Shit, they was everywhere.
St. Louis is, even though it's bigger than Kansas City, it's definitely weaker than Kansas City.
Isn't it the same though?
It's almost dead now, Flo.
Geographically, they're the same size. St. Louis has more people in it.
Okay.
Kansas City's pretty spread out.
Yeah.
What's the city? What's the city down there that's like split between the states?
Kansas City.
Yeah.
It's Kansas City. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not Kansas City, Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay,
Right.
gotcha.
Most of Kansas City is in Missouri, which is always fun when like you go to a concert because 8 out of 10 of them will be like, "What's up, Kansas?" and not realize that we're in Missouri.
That's messed up.
I see you outside, DJ. You done diddly fucked up. Missouri, bitch. Yeah, that's dark. Yeah, I don't know. That's dark.
Missouri is better than Kansas for anybody who's not sure about that.
Which one has the ark? Is it Kansas?
No, that's in St.
The
Louis.
Arch,
That's in
St. Louis,
Louis.
Missouri.
Okay.
Yeah, down right there on the
Yeah,
riverfront.
I'm all together tripping.
What was third grade like for you?
I got scrogged by, Mrs. Weckworth. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that.
Tara, are you in Kansas? I see you saying shit about. Are you in Kansas City too? Yeah, must be another Kansas Cityan. There's a handful of us, I run into quite a few people. If Mitch is still down there,
he's from Kansas City.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't know that, bro. You in the I'm in the Midwest too. I didn't know you was out here. I thought you was in like the Pacific Northwest for whatever reason.
No.
Izzy stood me up.
He says Missouri like Missouri. It's actually Missouri.
No, it's Missouri if you're from like a swamp.
Oh, down yonder holler.
It's Missouri if you've got class and charisma.
Yonder swaller. Mm-hmm.
And dignity. Don't forget about the dignity. Yes.
You don't live in a flyover state and have dignity, bro.
Hi.
Sure, you don't have a bunch of mushroom tips as your background and have dignity.
Yeah, call yourself a straight man.
No one ever
he's got the penis envies. Those are definitely penis envies.
What was that? I didn't even see what that was. What did he flash on screen?
Hybrids.
Those are, yeah.
Where in the fuck do you find these people?
I don't know.
I think those
They just show up
was
out
that
of
a
nowhere.
butt plug?
What?
No.
Born and
That's
raised.
crazy.
I was
Definitely not a butt plug.
born and raised. Well, I was born in Independence, raised in South Kansas City, and now I live out in Olathe. Even though I hate Kansas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? The Kansas City, Missouri school districts are garbage. They weren't even accredited until like 2003 or something.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like really like the worst in the country.
Wow.
And I'm not sending all these teenagers to fucking Catholic school.
Yeah.
I'm a podcaster. I'm broke.
There must be somebody in my area here.
That's what I'm not doing.
Must watch your show, Flo.
Huh?
I said there must be somebody in my area that watches your show.
Why?
I was at the Walmart the other night with my daughter picking up some last minute groceries. And as we're checking out, this dude walked over to me. He tugs on the back of my shirt. He says, "Hey, Chuck, is that you?" And I turn around and I'm looking at him. This guy's got, what do they call them? Sleeves, where his arms are all tattooed
Sleeve
up.
tattoos. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Mm.
he said, "Hey, Chuck, good to see you." And he walks away. And my daughter says, "Well, who is that?" I go, "I don't have a fucking clue. I don't know anybody down here." And she says, "That's because of all that damn internet stuff you do on that YouTube."
I
I
mean,
said, "I guess."
Probably.
I mean, it would be weird to me. I've never been recognized in public.
Really?
Of-
You haven't?
Well,
You
I've
haven't?
never been approached in public. I'm not an approachable person when I'm just walking around doing my shit, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're a dick.
even
I mean,
I've
Jake,
never.
and I spent enough time. Like when I was younger and I worked downtown, I would take the metro. And when you're a white guy who smokes menthols and you're waiting at bus stops,
Oh, God.
you get good at like the fuck off posturing.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You got a resting bitch face for the man edition.
Resting murderer face.
That's what I meant.
Well, it gives off those psycho vibes, Keep them
Yeah,
away.
for
Keep
sure.
them at bay.
I've never been recognized off the internet either, but if I saw you, Flo, to be honest, I'd be like, Flo! bro. I'll definitely pull up on you like, what's up, fool? You know?
No, yeah,
But
and I would
yeah.
hope so. But yeah, no, I've never been approached by somebody who just recognized me from YouTube.
Yeah. It probably would be weird. You're like, damn.
I've been recognized and it is kind of weird, and then you just realize.
Yeah,
it catches you off guard.
Trust and believe. If I got recognized, you would all know about it because I'd be in here. I'd be like, guys, I'm famous now. But
what made it weird for you though?
You all bad to me, you peasants.
It
What'd
was
you
in
say?
my apartment. I was
I've
walking.
officially made it.
I was walking the parking lot in my apartments, and somebody was sitting on their balcony.
Lot lizard.
Oh no!
No, I had two
That's
dogs.
foul.
And I take my dog's mom responsibilities very serious. For block. Chuck, don't play.
Oh no!
Chuck,
That was crazy.
I know.
She was walking her panda.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I couldn't resist.
Girl. You're a messy little girl. Is what you are.
I would have said that no matter who said it. You left the door open on that one.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I'm the one sitting here in the red light district.
My sniper rifle.
Yeah,
I gotta
I
get
never
it
recognized it.
sighted back in.
Jesus, Chuck, this is crazy.
Go ahead, Cynthia. I didn't mean to
When
cut you
Patty
off.
was talking about how he lost that map, I was thinking, I lost, and he'd been looking for it ever since. I was like, I lost, and when I was in Vegas, right, I fell in love with this stripper at the Sapphire Lounge. I haven't been able to find her ever since. She's fantastic. This chick was such a hustler. So we were at a bachelor party. We got the VIP thing, which is underneath the main stage. The floors are glass in the stage. When they started funneling the girls in the VIP area, this chick had done enough research on us to know to pretend like she went to Shawnee Mission North, a high school out here in one of the suburbs of Kansas City. Even though I knew that she was lying, you have to respect that amount of like tenacity in a stripper to do research on clients. Like that's good
on the fly like that too. Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah, we used that as a
all right,
tactic.
bitch. I'll tip you another 5 ones. That shit was nice, but
Go ahead, Cynthia.
don't
They
try me
cut
no
you
more.
off twice.
You gotta tip
that
the
was
bartender
just
like
it.
$5 or $10 to give you the name off the credit card though, because you
Like
always
that
keep your
3
card and
times.
hold your tab, so you can get the number, you get all the
No.
information off the guy's credit card in like 5 minutes. And dude, she'd be
I
scamming.
walked in there with a specific amount of cash,
Yeah.
and I walked out with none of it.
Why did you even go in the club? Just
But I had a
How much
blast.
did you take? How much did you take? 100 or 2?
I took like $300, I think.
Okay. All right, you could come on in.
Yeah.
About $40 worth of quarters is all you need.
Well,
that is like an impressive skill set to be a low budget scammer in a strip club.
A low budget scammer? What?
Yeah,
But
no,
she wasn't.
well, for
no, but
sure
she was. Here's the most impressive thing, though. Maybe I shouldn't.
What?
No, go ahead.
You should.
Just
You're
redact
safe.
the story where you need to.
Don't,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't give any details.
You have to ask yourself, should I?
Okay.
Yes, you should.
It's a safe place.
You know what? Chuck's freaks me out. I don't know if I feel
Oh,
safe.
Chuck, you little messy little girl.
Well, you know, you gotta
The
watch
most impressive thing. Okay,
information.
so strippers are typically greedy, right? And at the end of the night, I said, "Here, I want you to dance 4 more songs or until I get off." And she was able to size me up enough to know that I was not bluffing, and she could not extract more cash out of me. And that was the fastest hand job I've ever had.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Doing
Gotcha.
work.
Oh, you told that story before.
I ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Except you said it was your hand, not hers.
Right.
Oh, you jerked yourself off?
Here, no, I didn't jerk myself off. Chuck is
Okay,
being
all
Chuck.
right. Jesus Christ.
You
You should have just kept your money and went home, fool.
Right?
I'm like fucking.
I could have gone home and had Chuck do it for free.
Oh, whoa. Who was that?
Let me open
on
up a
that
live. Hey,
night
Chuck.
that said they went to the strip club and the girl he went to high school with or something took him in the back room for the VIP thing.
That was I-Fi.
Was that I-Fi?
Yeah.
And then got mad about it because he had to pay.
Yeah.
No wonder he's so jaded.
I don't know what to do.
No, it's deeper than that.
This got dark. This got real dark.
Because Chuck, messy little girl.
Yeah.
Go ahead, tell us more, Nick, about you, because obviously we don't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nick
Yes,
Nick does a
please.
lot of interesting shit, and we're sitting here talking about my hand jobs.
No, you guys are sitting there talking about your damn hand job. We trying to hear it from Nick.
It was a really
Matter of
good
fact, does
hand
Nick
job.
Nick, you got a channel? You got a
Yeah,
channel, bro?
you did mention
Oh, yeah.
you have a show. What is your show about? And
Yeah,
can you
can
tell
somebody
us more
put the
about
link?
it?
Can somebody drop bro's link?
I got
Yeah, the occult rejects.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a podcast that I have. It's probably going on about 4 years now. When I started it, I just had one co-host, but now I probably have about 8 people that I use consistently. Not all at the same time, but 4 or 5 at a time that I record for different shows, and it's kind of turned into something pretty crazy.
And do you choose them based off the topic? Like some have.
Yes, oh, for sure, yeah, for sure. Some I know are a little bit better with certain topics than others. You know, especially if I want to get into basically just all occultism.
Mhm.
You know, there's certain people I know that are better for other things, and I won't use them for that.
Well, if you ever need somebody who smokes cigarettes and make one-liners, holler at your boy.
Oh yeah, oh for sure, yeah, no. But yeah, that's I got that, and we drop 2 shows a week, and it's on podcast, and it's also on BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube.
Nice. So you're on Spotify and Apple.
Yeah.
Are you? How are you enjoying that experience with them, with those 2 platforms, Spotify and Apple?
I mean, so far I haven't had anybody have any complaints. So
Are they promoting you? Are they doing a good job of getting your show out there?
I would think so. I mean, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I have not looked at my clicks in probably over a year because I don't want to start determining what I cover by what shows go better. Because you'll start doing that, unfortunately. But last time I really checked, I mean, I was doing more than what my videos are at. So, I mean.
No, I was just speaking overall general. Are you happy with the platform? You know how sometimes you can get on YouTube and it can take you forever versus was it the same experience? But
believe it or not, I think my YouTube channel probably jumped faster, but then kind of.
Okay.
You know, but then the audio was. You know, the audio was 4 years to get where it's at now.
You really got to self-promote it and put it out there and link it into everything else you're doing, and
that or be luck out and go on bigger shows that end up promoting you, and then people just find yourself that way.
Like Flow State.
Yeah, networking. It's all networking for sure.
What is
going on shows?
Shows.
Yeah,
I mean, that's your first time up here.
Yeah.
And how did you find Flow tonight?
Well, I've been following
OnlyFans. OnlyFans. Don't lie.
I mean, totally honest with you, I'm pretty
I
sure I've
subscribe
seen
to his OnlyFans. Never mind.
you in my chat before. I'm pretty sure you follow me on YouTube, so that's why.
I follow him, and I've seen him here in the chat before too. This is the first time he's come up.
Yeah, flows everywhere, man.
I ain't doing nothing. I was like, I know the guy looks at my shit, and I look at his shit. I might as well jump on the show. Plus, you were talking about like weird stuff, so I was like, oh, here's my chance.
Yeah.
First time I came onto the flow state
We're
program,
like next to each other in the bathroom, you know, at the
was
urinals. He
on
started
I feel
looking at
like
my
I
stuff.
have
I was
a-
looking at his stuff. I'm like,
I have
fuck
a sanctuary for disagreeable people, and it sounds like you're a disagreeable person.
hell yeah.
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 It
And
hasn't
like-
really been too adversarial up here tonight, though. It's actually been a pretty good, no pun intended. It's been a good flow to the conversation, though.
I like how you did that. Way to
You
work
like
that
that?
in. Yeah, that's good.
Fuck yeah.
New moon energy.
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah.
New moon energy. Is it new moon?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is that
it's flow.
that's not a full moon though? That's after
No,
the full
it's
moon.
not.
right?
It's a
New moon's
It's
mellow.
a new moon.
Even coming into
Vedic. What do you think about Vedic astrology?
Who you asking?
And compared to the others, it's I don't know. It's
It's
all about
way
energy.
better.
I think they're all the same when it comes to just the energy concept of it. That everything is stardust and everything is working and bouncing off each other, just electrons and neutrons and
Well, I
protons.
mean, yeah, sure. Everything boils down to that.
I mean, it's
Like yeah.
I don't know much about Vedic astrology, but I know when it comes to sidereal and tropical, there is a difference in like the size of the zodiacs. I don't know if that other one does that, but that could cause a difference.
So Vedic, it shifts. It accounts for the tilt of the Earth or something. Is what they do.
Okay.
So it's so like I'm a Sagittarius in Western, and I'm a Scorpio Sun in Vedic. I found Vedic to be infinitely more accurate than before I knew about Vedic, I thought astrology was just a way to talk to girls at bars. I didn't put any stock in it at all. But when somebody pulled my Vedic chart, it kind of blew my mind a little bit.
That's how I feel about.
What are the? I'm sorry, sister. Just to ask a quick question. What were those? What were those two called? Vedic and what?
Vedic and Western. Western is the normal one we're all used to, and Vedic is like what they use in India.
How do
if
you
you ever
spell
talk
that? How do
to
you spell Vedic? How do you spell that?
VEDIC?
Okay.
Would you put how much weight would you put into that versus the personality test, or would you use a combination of both?
So for me, they align. But I think that they're so the personality test thing. The difference is that astrology is the only one that tells you shit without you giving the inputs, right? Like it just is what it is. You don't really get any say in what inputs you feed it. With all the other stuff, it's self-reporting and self-assessment to a large degree. So if you have one confirming the other, of course they validate each other, but I think that there's more value in the one that is less subjective.
And some of that can be argued as apophenia, where we just see patterns and we're given information that we resonate with or that we can rationalize and justify with.
It could be, but I waited to get too excited about it until like I presented it to other people, right? And I presented it in a very sterile way, right? Like my ex-wife, I had no idea she was into astrology, but when actually her brother brought it up when we were talking, and she found out that I was a Scorpio in this system, she went, "Oh my God, that makes so much sense. It always bothered me that you don't seem like a Sagittarius." I was like, it did? I didn't know that. But so yeah, I kind of try to use other people's reactions to calibrate my shit.
No, that's fascinating. Actually, I asked you that because, I'm a Leo, according to the charts or whatever the fuck the shit is called, that we're familiar with. That's probably the Western shit. Well, Leos are like super boisterous. They always got to be at the front and center. Like attention whores and this, that, and the third, but they always got to like do some extra shit to be at the front, like front and center. And I never identify with that. I'm like, I can do that.
What about
if I
those
need
chains?
to.
Do they identify with that?
You son of a bitch. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. A little bit. But no, that's why I asked you about that Vedic shit or whatever the case. Because I always feel like I identify with more like the Cancer sign or whatever. And I'm on the cusp of that or whatever the case may be. But that's more like laid back and shit like that. Well, Leos, I know some Leos that are just crazy, bro. They gotta like, you know, the one upper, like the traditional one upper. That's like the traditional Leo. Like, okay, you tell a story.
Spring
Cute
baby.
story, bro. Check this out though. Like, hold my.
Are you
beard
one
in,
upping?
you know?
You're surprised at how much more you relate to a different system that you don't even know about yet.
Oh, crazy. Maybe I am a Leo.
But no, I put a link in the chat to Astro Sage, which is where I got.
Okay.
You can get a free chart from them, which is pretty good. I still don't even understand the shit enough to know how to read and how I don't know
It's
all the
complicated,
aspects.
man. It's
Like,
like really
it's just a lot of
complicated.
moving parts.
It is though. Like, okay, so my son's mom, my youngest son's mom, she was asking me all these questions and shit. She's the same like Reiki healer. She was like, what was the specific time you were born? Like, you know, I'm like 1258, 1259. I want to do your birth chart and all this. I'm
That's
like,
all
what the fuck is
numerology
a
birth
birth
chart.
chart? Like, I didn't know anything about that shit. But she started breaking some shit down to me. I'm like, oh, I'm not really with the hippie like hocus pocus shit, but damn, you know what I mean? I can't deny like certain shit she was saying. I'm like, damn, that kind of does align with, you know, who I am as a person or whatever the case. I don't know.
Yeah,
Who
no,
knows?
and I found like the more I learn about it, like the more all of the components of Vedic seem to fit, right? Because I'm a Scorpio sun, Aries moon, Gemini rising.
Yeah, the rising and all the shit. Yeah.
Right. And so
Mhm.
like that basically, if you break it all down and understand how they all work, like that's pretty accurate of my personality, I'd say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's actually weird. Yeah, it was weird for me too. Like when she broke the whole birth chart down, I was like, oh shit. You know?
Like if Aheem's is down there, it's probably too late for her, but she can tell me like she's dangerous with that shit. Yeah. Some people can be dangerous with it.
Yep. It's amazing.
You know what? One of the things she told me is I would be my money situation was going to be bad until January. So if you're watching and if you're enjoying yourself and if you want to help make my next month and a half less miserable, hit one of the dono links. They're dropping right now.
Yeah, that's right. For sure. I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. Flo, appreciate you as always. Fatty, good seeing you. Nice meeting the rest of y'all, man. You know what I mean? I'll see y'all on the next one.
Bye.
Peace,
You know,
man.
we got the
I'm
big
gone.
debate coming up in a couple nights again.
What debate?
Who's Mel facing off with this week? Sinner?
Oh shit. Well, I'll be there. I didn't know about it, but I'll be there.
Yes, Sunday night, I think. Yeah.
I'll see y'all there. Flo, I'm sure I'll see you on the next live. I'm out of here, y'all.
Hey, be good.
Bye. Yeah, I'm gonna head out to you guys. It was a great conversation tonight. I enjoyed meeting you, Nick. It was good seeing you again, Fatty. Chuck, you're still a messy little girl. I'll see you later, Flo.
Hey, take it easy.
Bye.
Thanks for coming up.
DJ Cynthia.
So I'm probably
I've had this deck for probably 35.
What is it, tarot deck?
Years. Yeah, dude, and it's been like fucking on the money the past fucking few months. Pretty much since last spring, actually.
I don't know what to do with tarot cards. Like some people I think are just completely bullshit at it, and some people I think are just convincing enough to I don't know.
Right. You ever see a guy use dowsing rods to find water and shit like that?
Apparently I have a great uncle who did that shit or something, but no, I haven't seen it.
Bro, this guy that we work with on our silver mines up here, he's a dowser.
On our silver mines? Hold on. What did you just glance over?
Yeah, I got a bunch of silver mines up here.
Okay.
Bunch
Are
of
they
old-
yours?
Yeah, I got 3 patented 40-acre claims that are like pre World War I patented land in national forest. So it's actual real estate surrounded by national forest with adits, like old, tunnel systems.
And that shit's yours?
Yeah. Yeah, like
I'm gonna drop my dono links again. Go on.
this big piece.
What happened here? How did I get full
claim
screen?
a couple weeks ago? It's probably got
We can't see you because you're
hard to tell, but this probably got like, I don't know, 8 or 10 ounces of freaking gold in it.
look at those mushrooms. I feel like
that's all silvery and like gold layered, but like it's
Didn't see a thing.
It's on bimetallic ridge, and it's old World War I workings, pre World War II workings. 1/3 of all silver dollars ever minted came out of North Idaho. Between North Idaho, Colorado, and Australia, there's enough silver ore on the ground right now ready to process that they can bank on what the cost of silver is going to be. It's a commodity just like corn, right? Gold is not a commodity, right? You can go find gold. People can get a hot strike and flood the market and saturate the market, right? So with silver, you got enough ore on the ground pre-harvested that you can say what the cost is going to be overall for the next 3 to 5 years. So you can bank on your corporate projections, where you're going to drill, where your workings are going to go, if or not you get busted by MSHA. But fucking yeah, dude, fuck silver. There's more toxic shit in those rocks than anything else. It's so hard to get silver out of rocks. You lose everything else valuable. Most of it's
if you fucking around with rocks, if you're a big dog, you go straight to the bar.
Like arsenic, so you got to use like sulfur tables and like heavy like, yeah, it's very toxic. But those silver mines are great for growing mushrooms.
I mean, I think they'd be good for mining. If I had a silver mine, I just don't think that the mushroom growing opportunity would be what I'd be excited about.
It actually, yeah, it's fucked up though, right? Because
like all you need is cow shit, right?
No, not really. Just it's the same thing as oil, okay? Because we pump our oil, but we're pumping thin oil, right? That's full of like salt because it's out of like the ancient salt beds underneath Kansas and Texas and Oklahoma, right? Mm-hmm. We take Canada's oil and we refine Canada's oil. We can't even refine our own oil. Okay, I'm in the same situation. All the refineries have their own batch going of their own ore that they're harvesting from their own mines, right? So even if I had a dump truck load, right? Say I had a 30-ton load, and I'm going to go put that 30-ton load into their million-ton load. They're not going to rework their whole fucking system just to get my dump truck.
Why am I this childish?
It's not.
Why has my mental development been stunted at like 12?
I left the same shit.
Like, man, that's a big fucking load.
You would think, right? But when you're, like your dump truck is this compared to the whole fucking house, right? They're not going to take my load and put it into their load.
God bless us. What do you think about this? This is the last. All right, let me. Enough about loads for a minute.
Can I dump a load right quick?
God damn it! I'm gonna dump you off stage. Have you read this? Are you familiar with this?
Yeah.
What do you think about it? This is the last. It was an impulse purchase. I don't know shit about it, but I bought it.
Read that book for sure. Read that book. There's a lot of old stuff in there. And if you were to go back and even look where he got that stuff from, you might learn some stuff from the people.
So, I've listened to a little bit of occult podcasts, and I've thumbed through. I've read maybe read solidly a fifth of Secret Teachings of All Ages. Is this going to be? Do I need to intro into something? This seems stout, or do you think this is something that I could just go right into and be all right with it?
I think that's a good book.
Do like 2 pages.
What's good in there is that it does get into like, you know, it'll show you like Gematria, magic squares, and just a whole bunch of different. I really do highly suggest checking that book.
What do you
geometry?
What do you think about Gematria?
I fuck with it. Yeah, but the thing is, it's like, unfortunately, I think too many people fuck with it, and that, like, you know, make mounds out of mold, you know, whatever. It's too many. Again, like I was saying before with the Indigo Children, I'm sure there's some people that exist like that, but unfortunately, 90% of them on YouTube are probably fucking fake. So you get people who mess with Gematria and like
Shout out Zach Hubbard.
Don't know exactly, like, you know, what they're doing, or they will kind of go off on like the smallest little things. You know, to me, when I mess with numbers, if I'm going to even bother like start trying to use that, it has to go along with other stuff besides just numbers.
Yeah, I agree. That's where it loses me, especially there's so many ciphers. I'm
going to be totally honest with you. I mean, for the most part, it's probably just going to be English or Hebrew or Greek. I feel these other ciphers, I feel like it's like a little like.
If you add in all that shit, you can make you can give yourself an unlimited number of different ways to come to the conclusion that you want to, and at that point, it just loses everything.
Everybody gets a fortune cookie once in their life that they think is going to fucking come true.
I don't know what that means. You're saying that
anybody can open a fortune cookie at any point in time and resonate with that fortune.
Yeah, so the suggestibility component is one that you try to neutralize for.
Well, it's just apophenia. We find things that we're looking for. Mm-hmm. It's just human nature. It's like looking at a cloud and seeing a dick. You know what I mean? Or a crocodile, depending on your point of view.
Somebody paid for this man to sit in the basement again. What about life path numbers? Now, let me preface this. I learned about life path numbers from my ex-wife. I'm probably the main reason that I like them is because I'm a master number, and that sounds cool.
Right.
Is this? What do you think? Do you put any stock in that in the life path numbers?
I never really put too much stock into it, but it's interesting to play with numbers, though.
The numerology stuff, and it ties into what you were saying earlier about the birth dates and the time and place of where you were born, type of thing.
Yes, it does.
But it's all about what resonates with you, bro.
Mm.
And if it doesn't resonate with you, you just leave it on the table.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that.
The whole thing, though, is that it's suggestive enough without having to know anything about anybody that I can literally, I could pull a card out without meaning or without context and just say, this card means this, and somebody somewhere will resonate with that generality of being in a place of change, right? We all feel this energy right now where it's fall, right? We're coming in from Libra season where we're in that very judgmental state of late summer and coming into the Scorpio stage of having just been judged. And now we're coming into the winter and we know that we have to plan for next spring, right? So just that concept of the cycle of that winter to spring, the rebirth in the spring, the dying off in the fall, playing into that alone is very characteristic of some of the, of the grifting side of that shit. So to say. But anybody can resonate with anything at any point in time.
I disagree with that.
If you want to. And you just don't want to right now.
I mean...
Well, if you're a good magician, you make somebody resonate to you anyway.
Yeah. I mean, the messaging can be interpreted. I guess, two different ways by two different people, 10 different ways by 10 different people. Everybody's going to take it differently.
Yeah, that's how like I say that a lot. You put a rose in the middle of like 8 people, and everybody's looking at it. Everybody's gonna have a different depiction of it.
Right.
So everybody's looking at it at a different angle.
That's part of the issue with the.
We'll think that it's beautiful, right? Because we're trained to think that things like that are beautiful and delicate, and we'll pull towards that tendency to. If you have the flower sitting in the middle of a bunch of people, and you say, "Okay, now imagine that I walk up and stomp on that flower." That pulls the energy out of it. It's the appeal to emotion. It's the appeal to fucking authority. It's the appeal fallacies, right, that we deal with every day. It's the words and the language that we use that pull the emotion out of ourselves, and even just simple things like when somebody's pissed off, saying you shouldn't feel that way. I'm telling you now how you should feel.
Yeah, that is interesting, right?
That's a total fucking.
It's a mind fuck in itself.
Yeah, and we buy into the words, but not the meanings behind them anymore. We've cross-drawn these fucking.
It's like when your parents told you because I said so. It's an empty fucking.
Right.
There's no answer there. It's basically I just want you to do what the fuck I want you to do.
Just because that's the rules, and fucking figure it out.
Which is a terrible way to teach behavior or whatever, or anything really.
Yeah.
Which is
a rationalization and a justification.
It's not either of those things. It's zero explanation. It doesn't rationalize or justify anything. It just is.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's an empty answer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
LOL, let me up. It is an open panel. I don't know that I'm going to be here a ton longer, but I'll drop the link. Anybody's welcome. Anybody's welcome. I see them going several different places right now. So if you're watching on another stream, and you want to join, you can feel free to jump.
Bitches, send in some cash to the fucking coffee program. Why don't you, freeloaders?
Oh yeah, I guess if Lucy's asking to come on, it looks like it's on my channel. She might have to go onto your channel to actually see the link.
Yeah. You can drop the link to the StreamYard in your end if you want.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Okay. Yeah.
But let me I'll edit. Normally my name has the channel handle on it because flow state, as you can imagine, is a pretty fucking generic search term.
There's a lot of flow states on the line.
Yeah, I'm not. So the channel is actually at flow state like this. If you put that in behind youtube.com/ it'll bring it to me. But if you just search for flow state, you're probably going to find a bunch of meditation sounds and shit like that. When I started, it was 2 of us as well, and I took over. So he chose out the name.
I keep thinking about that asshole that's up here in my city, the cigar smoking dude that does the personality.
Oh, C.S. Joseph.
C.S. Joseph. Fuck, damn it, I gotta get a hold of that dude.
He's a total weirdo.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, dude. C.S. Joseph.
Yeah, he was my first ever lolcow.
Oh yeah, dude, he's old school.
Because he'd just say the most outrageous shit.
And he's one of the guys that I'm saying like just gets really generalized and hyper focused on the generalization rather than the actual kind of meaning and the resonation of how all that shit.
No, he's just a con artist. Like he makes he makes shit up and he makes it up too far. Right? He claimed like I don't know if you've seen my little troll videos, but like one of them, he claims to have been able to personality type his son when he was still in the womb.
Yeah.
Get out of here, bro.
Or anybody just by looking at him.
Yeah, it's delusional.
If you really believe that.
Yeah, no, it's straight up. I don't know if he actually believes it, but he's got enough followers that do.
Oof, that's dangerous.
Yeah, it is. It is, and it has, and he has definitely used it to nefarious ends several times. Like he does relationship coaching and shit too, and he gives it like I don't know. He's just out here just fucking up people's lives, taking advantage of women who are down on their luck. Like I had one of his exes find me and contact me after she had to escape. She had to coordinate an escape from living with him with her parents. Borrowing, like she had to leave the house and use a payphone. It's crazy.
Stalker shit.
It's Jim Jones sort of shit. Oh yeah.
Obsessed much?
Let me find that.
Yeah, he put out a new one here a couple of weeks ago that I ran across a few days ago, looking up some whatever political North Idaho shit. And
I haven't made a video on him in a long time. Well, I covered some of his shit in a stream not terribly long ago, but I haven't made a.
Yeah, that last one he did, he was sitting right in downtown Coeur d'Alene, right in front of the frickin' bar that I hang out at. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yep. Here. This is. I'll pull this up. This is one of my favorite videos I've ever made. Still, it's pretty short, but this is him where he talks about typing his son. He's such a weirdo.
How did C.S. Joseph type his recently born newborn son in INTJ? How did C.S. Joseph type his recently born newborn son in INTJ?
Bananas and money and cars and blowjobs and Led Zeppelin concerts.
How did C.S. Joseph type his recently born newborn son in INTJ?
1 bucket for urine, 1 for feces, and 1 for vomitus.
How did C.S. Joseph type his recently born newborn son in INTJ?
I know what happened. You guys dropped acid, didn't you?
Well, it's because I know what I'm doing.
Now I know y'all are tripping.
I've never seen somebody that's wrong so much. I've seen
C.S. Joseph
contradict himself so many times and look in the camera and not blink.
Look, I'm getting a ton of questions and a ton of drama across the internet because
you're sleazy,
antisocial, stupid, immoral, an ignorant slut.
And we don't trust you.
People are like, oh, C.S. Joseph, he doesn't know what he's talking about. For him to claim that he can type a newborn child is absolutely ludicrous.
Who's your housekeeper and what you keep in your house?
We were typing our son before he was even born.
Oh, wow. You got to be shitting me.
There's a host of different behaviors that unborn children have, as well as a host of different behaviors that newborns have.
Ooh, this one's real grabby.
Put them all together in one place and just take the time to pay attention and observe. I was able to identify patterns, look through all of my memories, and basically re-experience the time that I was in the nursery up to that point and be able to do comparative analysis using introverted thinking logic.
What the are you talking about?
After a while, you see a pattern of behavior with all of the different babies, as well as how children are behaving in the womb. How did C.S. Joseph type his recently born newborn son in INTJ?
It's a 3-step process. 1, think about taking a shit. 2, relax your sphincter. 3,
I know what I'm doing.
You lying ass bitch.
To tell the people I want to tell the people out there that thank you for supporting me, and if you don't, suck my dick.
Yeah, dude. Dude's got pretty off the wall fucking body language.
Well, I mean, he was the video I chopped up of his was defensive, right? Because obviously he just claimed that he could type fetuses, personality type fetuses. You don't have a personality when you're a fetus. Your personality isn't developed until you're like until basically puberty. After that, it's fairly fixed.
As much as any adult wants to tell you, no adult remembers being in fucking nursery. No adult remembers being maybe more than 2 days in fucking kindergarten at the most.
Well, I mean, the first 5 or so years of your life, you're in a, I don't remember the brainwave state. It's basically a hypnotic state. You're not filtering out information. You're just absorbing information.
And he's always proclaiming that he remembers everything from the day he was born, every experience. Fucking dude.
Come on.
Good fucking break.
Oh,
I don't even remember the 90s, bro, and I wasn't even on acid before then.
Yeah, before drugs again.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, before drugs.
He's the son of a preacher, and you can sort of see it in his behavior. But he's a charlatan, which, of course, ultimately it is on the people that fall for his bullshit. It is ultimately their responsibility to filter out their own information because the world is full of people who are full of shit. But.
And when people are first getting into recovery and first getting into the personality typing and looking at themselves and trying to figure out if they're a narcissist or not and shit like that.
It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with recovery or narcissism. I mean, he is a narcissist.
Right. That's you're susceptible to that, to the rhetoric, and you're looking for what you're looking for. You're finding what you're looking for. He's offering that. He found a need and he's filling a need. Pause.
I think I'm actually going to bounce now. It's fucking late over here. What time zone are you guys all in?
Central.
I'm on the fucking West Coast, baby.
It is late. These are the hours that I do now. This has been my primary source of income for about 9 months now. The last few months have been kind of shitty since I got demonetized. But still, I mean, like, this is still work for me, and I don't know. When you set your own hours, I find myself acclimating to my nocturnal nature, I suppose.
Oh, yeah.
But I appreciate you coming up. It's been good. Appreciate you restreaming. I'll drop your link again.
Yeah, thank you. I got to yours in mind too. But if I ever see you again, maybe I'll jump back on. I had a good time. I actually it was really nice meeting all of you, and thank you, man. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool talking. A lot of laughs for sure. Thanks. All right. Later.
Well, Fatty, what do you think?
That point in time when you got demonetized, there was another thing going on that I've always thought was part of something that you weren't maybe that you overlooked.
What's that?
Douchebag that was trying to copyright claim.
Tommy? I've never received a copyright, even a claim on anything ever.
Well, I know. It always struck me weird that, like, the week before you got demonetized, he was all fucking bent out and threatening to turn you in for fucking taking his property or fucking whatever it was.
He's not allowed up here. He now joins Snafu in the ranks of banned people because and I played it the last stream. He was on his panel with Snafu coordinating reporting me, right? So yeah, but the way that my shit has been done is YouTube.
Yeah.
Snafu and Tommy, no matter how hard they try, they can't strike things that have never been listed publicly. And that's where I got some strikes from.
Yeah. Even still, the bullying, there's just the weird term of bullying just seemed to be weird in that situation of you getting demonetized. That was one of the
I think what it was, I think it's a political thing because I haven't had any strikes or warnings at all. But during the last election, I was filled to the brim.
Well, and it was when you were doing the 25 review.
I did this. I did the 3-part review on a Trump's Agenda 47, and then I got clapped up the like 2 days later. I don't think that time was
in those streams. There was no. I mean, there was political discourse between members on the panel, but there wasn't like.
I think it's all bullshit. So I wasn't even taking one side or the other necessarily. I was kind of shooting on all of them.
And really, the panel was pretty fucking mellow compared to like a lot of political panels.
Well, that was when the chick pissed on her own feet.
That's true, but that's not bullying.
That's true.
You know, I think the bullying came from this guy's trying to steal my fucking intellectual property. But that's just me. I don't know. It just seemed like that at the time.
Speaking of bullying, so this was last night. You wanna watch a little bit of this?
Yeah,
and then I'm gonna wrap it up.
Night has been going off with the ninjas, bro.
So, do you know what's his name? What's he call him? Ruthless Truth.
Ruthless, yeah. Who else was on there? Fucking
yeah.
Ray
So
Midnight was up there.
I got Ruthless to rage quit forever. At least that's what he said. Forever.
I missed that.
He paid $120 to kick me off and keep me off. He paid, I don't know how much, like I think $50 to kick Vic off because Vic was taking up for me. And then I paid $10 to change his name, and he rage quit forever over the name that he was going to get instead of paying $5 to change it back.
Needs a change. Ruthless is royalty. He's a bishop. 1 second.
So you're gonna need $5 more.
Go here.
But
see, that nigga tight. Look at him. Yeah. That nigga can't even say. That nigga said $5.
Thank you for the money. See if everything go. Scratch cover.
Here we go. Flo say $5.
And Nick, let me know if you want me to disconnect your stream or if you want me to let it run.
Don't read that, Nidus. You better not.
read it, bro. Read it. He got super.
And the same for you too, Snowfire, if you're still watching.
Yeah.
No, we don't. Say $5. Change Ruthless name to. I'm not saying that right there because I'm a straight man. Yeah, that nigga. What's the name up there? He kind of with that homosexual shit on. Jay Will was like, say it. I want to hear it.
Hey, listen. He got to read super chats.
You want to hear the word?
He got to read super chats, bro.
You want to hear? No, you don't.
Damn.
This is royalty. Send another $5 and we'll change his name.
He paid good money to have the super chats, bro. And Nidus is the host of the show.
That's word. If Nidus takes another $5 from me to do this after I invested in this channel more than any person in this whole YouTube space, I'm gonna have to. It's been that way the whole.
Nidus
came up here and tried to get me to stop getting people.
Nidus is a capitalist, man.
It's
been capitalism.
No. It's okay for $5. Look at that's $10.
I just started it in the middle, didn't I?
Ruthless is royalty. He's a bishop.
Man, what's going on here? Did I fuck up this edit? I totally fucked up this edit. Man, forgive my
you double up
I just did a chunk of it. I didn't do a weird middle chunk. All right, I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna pull it off of Nidus's channel, and we'll just watch it raw. Nice. I clipped it off because I was gonna upload it as its own video, and then
past couple weeks every night it's been going off over there.
Yeah, actually, it has.
Vic's been just fucking dude.
Yeah. What Vic has been?
Dude.
No, Vic was fire last night after I got kicked off.
Going off. Yeah, he was just fucking out of control. What's with the whole chess theme going on? I just saw that. Is he doing it?
Very good.
Feet away from each other. You got to wear a mask. We're going to have a curfew. Them white folks went down on my fucking bread 2 days later.
That was my.
So I'm gonna jump to where we started going at it. But the backstory is like I've been up here for probably half an hour, 20 minutes, and Ruthless will not stop over talking everybody. Now, in hindsight, it makes sense because apparently he spends a lot of money here, and so he thinks he owns the place. But this dude would interrupt everybody constantly.
One second, sir. If men still the fuck up, the community would change. You wrong. The fucking you.
No.
Not telling me what her name she is.
I'm still running it though.
Talking Rufus. Let Vic talk. Let Flo talk. Let Jay Wills talk. Let Ray Midnight
He's like the bully on a poker table.
All right, Tara, let me fill you in. This is just an interaction I had last night after my stream. I jumped over to this other stream, and it's got nothing to do with any particular topic. I just think it's an engaging interaction. It's just a little bit of drama, a little bit of content candy to end the night with. But it's there's not a lot of significance to it. It's just amusing. But yeah, it's just amusing drama.
Dudes yelling at dudes.
Let me show you how he just messed up. Let's retract the B word. He said when you asked him, "Can a bitch run your house?" He answered no, right? Well, let's retract the B word. When he
Thanks for
answered
coming
the
up, Snow.
question about can a woman run his house, he said everything is in his mother's name. That's a woman running your house, bro, and your affairs, bro.
Thank you.
That's a woman running your shit. You fucked up.
And so Ruthless, the dude with the lion thing, his position is that he's like in the red pill or MGTOW.
Yeah.
I don't know what he considers himself, but he's very much one of those dudes of the mindset that like, it's very man versus woman. Like, oh, you can't give these bitches no money, blah, blah, blah. Like pretty, what's the word I'm looking for?
Manosphere.
Misogynistic.
Yeah.
No, she's not.
My bad for saying the F word. No. But she is incorporated into your business enough to where she can make things move, bro.
He gonna tell me bitch like me?
Yeah.
I gotta drop Rufus because you won't let Vic talk. Go ahead, Vic.
But what he messed up at, he was basically saying, I ain't gonna say no woman because he didn't say that. But what happened was
you've been talking over everybody. We gotta let other people talk.
The super chat.
what happened was he said a woman can't run his house, right? But he said his mother is over all like a majority of his affairs, right?
Vic,
if that woman was to
already agreed to that, we heard.
That's what a real man does, though. A real man puts all the paperwork.
So a woman can't run your house.
The woman is part his.
What did you say, real man does?
He puts all of the paperwork, right? The corporate paperwork is in his mom's name, right? So when she gets all fucked up and he fucks up the business, she can take the fall for it.
Oh, right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mom, yes, we heard that. Yes.
She's not over my affairs, though. She has
if you put everything into if you put everything in her name, she is.
I'm still running it though.
If she lets you.
But yeah, he's basically saying it's in her name, but he's still running the day-to-day operations.
Exactly. She ain't got no say so. She don't make no.
They will.
So if you're hold on real quick. I'm still restreaming to even though it's just you and me here, I'm still doing restreaming to all the destinations. Let's see. Wild Aussie woman says, I don't just jumped on. I think that it's my first live of Nick's. So Nick is restreaming from my panel. This is Flow State. And this is the first time he's ever been up here. So I appreciate the restream, but don't this is not his normal content. It's fairly lowbrow at this point.
One second. Hey, Wills, if his mom wants to be nice, he is.
Yeah, that's Flo saying you said if she allows it, but that's what he's trying. That's what basically what he's saying.
Assets. I got lawyers. Come on, let's go.
I'm
way above the game.
I mean, mom probably like in her 70s. She probably don't want to run it. You know what I'm saying?
Probably tired of taking care of her son for however many years.
81 years old.
Damn.
Okay, so
gotta beg his mom for a weekly allowance.
Taken care of, in nice home.
Like, when will my son grow the fuck up?
What the fuck you talking about, white boy?
Go up and put it in your own name.
Maybe
what do you think I'm talking about? I'm talking about you need to grow the fuck up and learn how to talk.
Maybe she's saying. Maybe she's wait, Rufus. Maybe she's saying. Maybe she's. Oh man, I don't want to mute you, but you fucking won't let me speak.
I'm telling this white boy. You talking about I need to grow up.
White boy, this white boy.
Can't be doing that.
Look, if money buys privilege around here, if you think that money buys you
drop everybody.
Listen, I'm going to return that back on. I'm going to turn that back on him, and every time Ruthless talks, I'm going to start talking in the middle of him unless he cash apps me. Go ahead, Ruthless, say some shit. Say some shit.
Yeah. Well, I support the Nightish, and that's right. Now I support.
What's up, Ruthless?
But the thing about
I want you to grow up.
Don't run shit.
Stop whining about being a victim.
I'm not a victim.
When will these women let us lead?
I'm a great. That's why I can't.
We won't follow us anymore.
When? Yeah, we're gonna cash out.
Baby. Change your profile picture to a little kitten, you pussy.
Woo! No, y'all know this shit, nigga. For real? See, this is why black people can't win, because we get on the white boy side and say, "Oh,
I'm not on no side.
I don't know nobody's side. He called you a kitten. Yeah, he said you a kitten, bro. Damn. You hate me. You hate me for laughing. It's crazy.
He's a bitch. He's a bitch. You gonna laugh at that?
It's laughable. They should laugh at that. They should laugh at that because I've been hearing you whine and cry about women being mean since I got here. They should laugh.
That's my motherfucking prerogative, nigga. I don't live for you. The fuck you worried about what I do? Over there.
Cash at me. Cash at me. You want my cash app?
And I got a cash app. Send me some money.
No, if you want me to stop interrupting you, you know what I'm putting in the back.
Me.
I'll put it in the back. Put it in the back.
Powdered Dusty is kind of a fucking ruthless fucking name, bro. I like it. You're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
Man, I've been talking and talking and talking like a dumbass. So what is my channel about? I don't know either. I normally have live panels. Normally they're open, not always open, but frequently they are. And it's everything. Like tonight's a pretty regular cross section of it. It's the first time Nick's come up, but we hit all sorts of topics. There's a little bit of drama trash. There's a little bit of, interesting topics like the near-death experience stuff, and there's just all over the place. But
man,
I don't know.
I'd say like overall, the most diverse amount of different topics could come up on any night than on any other panel, with a very eclectic group of people that, at least at the end of the day, even though we don't agree on things, can agree to disagree and still remain fucking mutual fucking awesome friends and people.
I mean, you and I can.
No? Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you and I can. I can't do that with it. There's lots of people who hate me. There's probably at least 10 of the people watching right now are probably hate watching.
But they don't come up on panel and put opinions up and, put their life stories on the line and try to critique each other in a way of not telling each other that we're pieces of fucking shit because we disagree with some certain little tiny aspect of our life.
Right.
I mean,
so
we
anyway, that's a long way of saying it's a variety show, and it frequently have open panels. Normally stream at night.
You never know what you're gonna fucking get at the Flow State program.
You never know.
Hey,
Don't worry,
can I
Flo,
get
got
naked?
you,
There you go. It's back there. Did you say something?
Can I get naked?
No.
Okay.
Only Lindsay can. Here, you can cash at me, and I'll shut up.
I'm cash app you right now.
That's my white boy. My white boy said, "F you, pay me." God
Yeah, Ravel.
Yeah. Hurry up. Less talking, more cash apping.
That's how South niggas is, though. You know what I'm saying? That's how South niggas is. They love the white people.
Now what? How are they?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know how it is, Vic. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, Mr. Flow State. Keep running like you run it.
Yeah, kiss his dick,
My
nigga.
white boy, he in good.
Dick,
He in good hands like
Yeah.
State Farm when he around
Kiss
me.
his dick, nigga. Kiss it.
Will you
band-
quit
a
trying to
band
flirt
of
with Vic
brothers.
and just send me the cash app? The Powdered Dusty is my other channel. I'm dropping it in my chat right now, actually. This channel gets fucked with a lot with monetization with YouTube. And so I started the Powdered Dusty as my other channel to see which, like 2 days, like less than a week ago, to see which one I can get monetized quicker. So I'm kind of sprinting to monetization on the Powdered Dusty, and it's of course at the Powdered Dusty. I have the handle there too.
Where'd that name come from? You said some gal.
Sin 7 Sin.
Nice.
Sin 7 Sin called it because I was on. It's actually Nidus's panel, and something came up about like me being white, or I said that I was white in response to something I don't remember what, but she was in the chat and she goes, "Not really." And then she called me a powdered dusty and a powdered bandit, but I thought powdered dusty had a better ring than powdered bandit. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
It's pretty dang good.
Kiss his dick, man.
Don't threaten me with a good time, big boy.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's wild.
Kiss his dick, man.
Did you kiss any dicks in prison?
Come on now. How you offering another man's sauces up to another man? Come on, man.
Because you can't go over there sucking it.
He was in prison too long.
Lord Jesus. Help him, Lord.
Again,
Sprinkle the holy water and
support
burn his
us
trying to get
by hitting the like button. Hit the like. I don't want to yell over nobody. Hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. You can support the channel by Cash App or PayPal or Super Chat. Cash App is $KNIGHTISH1 or PayPal.
All of the things that he said, except for just you can do them to me as well. I'll have Nightbot drop the links.
Because the likes are free. Hit that like button. If you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. I need 17 people to hit 1,500. 17 people tonight. Hit the damn subscription button. Let's hear Ruthless not let nobody else talk tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not going to let Ruthless talk either.
You got buy
Ruthless,
flow.
where's this cash app? Where's this cash app?
Buy flow. You know Knight is a capitalist, right?
I know.
But goodbye. See you. Let you all spend some money.
Way to
now,
pay.
Open up the bank book. Knight, want to make some money tonight? Knight, get this nigga out of here. What's taking you so damn long? Nigga, you reading slow?
Address me as a honky.
The super chat. Where is it?
Did you see the super chat?
It was the cash out, nigga.
Where?
I was a motherfucker. This nigga, that beanie, that tight ass.
There's no cash app, sir.
Let me see it.
There's no cash
You're
app.
still a pussy.
Yeah.
You're still a bitch.
Here.
Here's your
You're lying,
profile
nigga. It's
picture.
here.
I'll be laughing at you from the chat.
I'll look at the super chats because I don't see no cash app. Let me look.
Oh, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. I'm still here. Man, send that money over. Stop being such a broke bitch. What, you don't have anything to say now?
I'll beat your ass, Flo.
No, you won't.
Damn. Why you want to fight the man?
I'll beat your ass, Flo.
You're an e-thug. You're not tough. You're not scary. I'm not worried about you at all.
Yes, you would be in real life. Yeah, you'd be out.
Come on in.
How is the fact I said synchronicity is synchronism? I would beat your ass. I would.
What up,
Like a
Omni?
fucking greyhound.
How you doing this evening, brother Omni?
Now, just get this nigga out of here, please.
Please,
One second,
please
sir.
save me from the
It's morning, Nightish.
One second.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's 3:18. a.m. It's 3 a.m. where I'm at. It's 6 a.m. somewhere else. Rapid one, €2. Nightish, where's my big wrench?
This white boy is hurting me.
Yo, who is JP's lawyer?
Thank you for the money. Yeah, she's Betty the dough. Coulda scratch, coulda. Tio, $5. So men lack leadership today. Okay, got it. So do women rather be with the men of the 1950s or the men of today? The women today rather be with by themselves with their roles. Let me see.
Yeah, they don't want to be with either version. Like,
yes,
women are gay.
My name is my name, $4.99. Y'all the online equivalent of the old niggas arguing over the newspaper, drinking coffee in the McDonald's at 5 a.m. Now I finally got a buzz from the Cash App. Let me see what this
And
is.
if Ruthless's money finally got there, I'll wait around for a little bit in case somebody wants to buy me back. You're still a pussy.
That's great.
That wasn't McDonald's.
I don't know what y'all got going on.
I would beat your ass if I was there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break this down. Real quick.
Hey, Ruthless, are you JP's lawyer?
Oh wow.
Are you real estate's bitch?
I don't think this was street society. I'm just saying.
I don't think any defense attorney would touch that case.
Yeah.
No.
1 second. The Powder Dusty will be back at 3:52.
Okay, so let me break this 1950 argument down. Women really don't want men that are like their grandfather, because what comes with that is, okay, let's cut out all communication. You can't send me any random memes or anything that you saw funny online. You're gonna have to wait a full 16 hours until I get home to start talking to me. You're not gonna be aware of until my funeral that I had a whole nother family on the other side of town. Like, women really don't want men of former of yesteryear. They just say stuff that they think sounds nice.
Yeah, we know that. Let's see.
Good point.
Was that it? Because Ruth was finally being quiet.
You know, Ward Cleaver would be making.
Flow State asking how much to get back home.
Say that again.
Leave It to Beaver's dad, Ward Cleaver.
What about him?
Adjusted inflation, he'd be making $118 an hour.
Yeah, inflation is the dick that fucks all of us, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, or corporate greed, because
it's not corporate greed. That's how look, inflation is a government caused problem, and the corporate greed trope is how the government defers blame onto private businesses.
Well,
inflation
they go hand in hand, though.
No, they don't. No.
There can't be one without the other.
Absolutely. Let me explain that. Companies respond to inflation just like anybody else does, right? We need more money because it costs us more money. They are in the same boat. Inflation is only caused by one thing, that is the government printing of money. More money being printed in the supply, it devalues each individual dollar, right? This is an entirely government caused problem, and the government is trying to put blame on companies by drumming up the corporate greed narrative. corporate greed has nothing to do with inflation at all. The corporations are a victim of inflation, just like the individuals are.
But the corporate greed argument is that the lack of union representation has caused executives to make 3,750 more times the amount of money than the person on the floor doing the work.
So this has nothing to do with inflation, and the trickle-down effect to how that affects the economy overall from a few overpaid CEOs is minuscule. It's negligible. It's nothing. It doesn't matter.
Right, because the inflation caused the bubble of the money, but the people just haven't, earned any more, but the executives have. So it is the inflation.
It's just yeah. Not everybody is equally useful.
No, definitely, but when late 50s through mid 60s, we were at like 35 to 40% union representation, and now we're down to like 14%.
All the union is just more bureaucratic structure in between. I don't like. There's something to say for people leveraging power together, but I was in construction for years. I never joined a union. It doesn't end up being a benefit in the long run.
Look, I'm in a right to work state, dude, and I work next to a union state. So it's fucked up. Like I know what you mean, but there is a discrepancy there where the
corporate greed is not a thing. That's an issue. Corporations are
executive greed.
No, it's not even that. No, it's not. It's the issue is thinking that anybody should act in anything else other than self-interest. Every person should maximize their income for themselves. Absolutely. And a corporation, all that is a tool, and it has one job. That is to provide profits. You don't need corporations aren't your mom. They're not your dad. They're not God. They're not supposed to do anything but that one thing. And you don't want them doing other shit. I don't want them doing other shit. I don't want them getting involved in, say, schools and what to teach kids or politics or church, or, like anything else.
Yeah.
So I very much dislike the corporate greed trope.
I mean, it is what has put all the billions of money into Citizens United and corporations being able to dump unlimited amounts of money into politics.
Okay. Let me thank Tara for the Cash App first. Thank you for the Cash App. I appreciate the support, and you get some bombs dropped. This is you don't know the lore behind this, but when people donate to me, I normally, not every time because sometimes it can get repetitive, but I drop bombs. Here, these are your bombs, Tara.
When you hear the sirens or anti-aircraft guns, you must get under cover at once. If you're in the open with no cover, lie down. The most important rule of all is never to stand staring at the sky. If you don't take cover, you may get hurt.
Thank you again, and congratulations on your first bombing.
Devirginized on the flow state program.
I'm inclined to just keep playing this because I feel like you and I could just spin this circle for hours.
Yeah, I know. It's always nice to see Ray Midnight be the gentleman of the guys and just remain silent.
Yes, he's asleep.
He said that in the chat.
Yes, in the chat.
Let me help him out. Let me look in the chat. It's a bunch of shit going on all at one time. Add more to flow state. Okay. So let's see. It's $50, Flo.
60.
No, he paid. It's $50, Flo. I know what I'm saying.
So Ruthless bought you off the panel.
I got Venmo? Okay. Hold up. 1 minute.
So yeah, Ruthless paid $60 to drop me off the panel. Ruthless paid $60 to drop me off the panel. and he's about to drop another. You can't see the. Well, I guess I could pop up the chat, but he's about to put down 20 more in a cash and not a cash app, super chat. He ends up doing another 50. He ends up spending $120 to like keep
Oh
me
shit!
down.
It's Sin's birthday. Happy birthday, Sin.
Happy
Her
birthday.
birthday was yesterday. It's not today.
Oh shit! No, that's that third shift.
Okay, so TO $2. So how is it men's fault and lack of leadership then? No, I'm not saying that it's men's fault. I'm saying is that it's the whole community's fault, men and women's fault. My thing though, when I'm talking about the men is, unless the men are saying this, because I don't want to gaslight and I don't want to weaponize this. Are you the leader? If you are the leader, you prepare for the future.
Bye, Flo.
Let me see now.
Damn, bro. It's crazy.
Let's hit this. Thank you for the money. Yeah, she's Betty the dough. Coulda scratched, coulda paper.
No, I'm gonna pay DJ Witch Doctor like $50 to make fucking Nightish something for that to replace that. That's horrible.
Yeah, that song gets pretty old. Lucy Rose, I started this comment to come back to.
$20. Add more time to flow. 1.27 seconds. What the fuck are we supposed to do? TO $2. What the fuck are we supposed to do if there's run to what? Oh, okay. What the fuck are we supposed to do if there's none to be led? There are some that's willing to go. That's not
right. Put names with it.
And the thing is, what? Put a number on it. I say 30% are willing to go.
Put names with it.
Put a number on it. I said there's 30% that's willing to go.
I said put a name on it. Give us names.
On the women that's willing to go?
Yeah, willing to be led.
I don't know them women name. I know it's 30% that's willing to go. Listen, a woman drove an hour to come to a fat man with fucked up teeth and a bald head. What are you saying?
She was just checking you out. That doesn't mean he was going.
So here's my plan. There's a little bit more in this. I'm probably, but there's still 73. Now we're down to 73 of you watching. I'm considering, so like I mentioned earlier, the new channel that I'm starting, because this one keeps getting demonetized, Powdered Dusty. If there's still about this number hanging around, I might have you all consolidated over here, as many of you as I can get over here off of the other channels, and then I will raid myself and send you all over to the new channel. And actually, why I started that comment from earlier is because you mentioned schools, and the thing that I started this stream with is a current school thing that it also involves a petition. Anyways, it's in the same vein. So if there's still people around here, and if y'all are wanting to do something, start filtering over here. We'll watch a little bit more of this, and then I'll raid my other channel, and we can kick it for a minute. I don't know. Like, I don't have anything to do. If y'all want me to open the panel back up, I can. I might need to get myself a bowl of cereal, but it just depends on how much interest there is in all these things, you know?
Gonna finish.
There's always
it does mean that.
Is she there now?
Did I do anything to make it still be here now?
I don't know. You gotta answer that.
I did not. I'm finicky.
Okay, keep reading your shit. You got another cash out.
I'm finicky.
You gotta cut that.
Thank you for the money. She spent in the dough with a scratch squill of paper. Yeah.
I'm finicky.
TO $2. Lead. Yes, lead. If you are established and you know what it is that you want to do,
what up, Iron Fist?
Consistent in that thing. You won't take anything less than. Yes, lead. Yes. If you're a neat freak, you can't be with nobody dirty. If you hate cats, you can't mess with somebody that mess with cats. If you want to live below your means, we're not going out to dinner all the time. We're not going on vacation all the time. It's going to be a homebody. We can do it sometime. You're going to lead. Yes, lead.
Yeah, I'm a leader because I ain't never liked pussies. Or a cat I can't stand.
Damn, I love.
Thank you for the money. She spent it the dough with a scratch squill of paper. Yeah.
Dude, I cannot believe how much money he spent to keep me
Ruthless
off
shooting
panel.
$50 buy, Flo. So now it's $100, Flo.
Bring it back, nigga.
Boy, that's my white boy. Top flight.
So this is what gets Vic kicked out, paid off.
Wait,
Like
boy,
this.
that's my white boy. Top flight.
Yeah, bring it back, nigga. Give that truck money, bring it back, nigga.
Bro, I'm down there talking mad shit.
Shoot
With
it.
that.
Glad to know.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're talking.
I was just thinking you're blowing up
Shoot
your
it.
back.
Quit talking. Bring it for money. Bring it back.
Nah, I don't stand like that. I don't live above my means.
What you talking? What you over there kissing them on the neck for? They ain't gonna send no money.
The way my pocketbook is set up is not set up like that, right?
So quit. But tell him send you some money then for rooting for him. That's your white boy.
You gonna send me? That's my white boy.
Your white boy.
Friends to the end.
No Diddy.
Just like Chucky.
No Diddy.
Friends to the end.
Oh, nigga. That's your white boy? You sure?
Yeah, that's my white boy now.
What
He's a
color
high
he wear?
earning,
What color he
fine
wear?
young specimen, man.
What color?
Yeah.
Oh, Vic, hey, Vic got a crush. Nigga, just go ahead and blow him a kiss, nigga.
Hey, it clearly
Don't tell him
it
I'm
showed
blowing a
it. Hey, no hating, bro, but he did the job. Hey, it is what it is, man.
This is why black people are laughing stock of fucking.
I am American.
He keeps trying to make it a race thing. It's wild.
My head, this
It's the most
black
embarrassing
gang.
part of my life. We for mother. Don't
Man,
black
if
people
you
vote for
had a
Trump.
voter, if you had one of them foreign
80%
countries,
of black men
and
voted
then
for
your
Kamala.
sons and your daughters would have had to be nurses to nurse your sons back to health, bro. Because no, did you see what happened after she lost, bro? Come on, man. Y'all ain't even looking at this. See, the black people, bro.
Can we post
That's
the
what
numbers up?
see y'all
Can I
black
post the
people
numbers up?
instead of being Americans
and no
and having
stakes
a
hold'em
thought
poker
process
table.
of your own, you following the black mindset. And don't you know in the dictionary, everything that's considered black is cursed or some fucked up or foul shit, and you want to call yourself black, my good sir?
Tara, Wichita is grimy. I mean, really, all of Kansas is grimy, especially once you get outside the Kansas City area. And actually, the school thing I mentioned earlier that go over on the next channel, it's in Pratt County, which is like an hour west of Wichita, if you're familiar with that area at all.
You crazy as hell. I'm brown skinned, bro. And I'm a brown skinned American.
That's my white boy.
No, that's my white boy. You got doggone right. And guess what? Evidently, my white boy is working the system real good because you divvied up and dig down deep in your pockets to where you can grab the bottom of the lint, then to when you ain't had nothing and you pulled out and you cashed out. So whatever the white boy is doing, it works.
They do it for me.
Learn how to work it like the white boy.
Vic, I'm a main
That's
man.
what you black folks need to learn, bro.
Vic, I'm gonna have to pay. Don't make me spend money to get you up out of here, Vic. Don't make me break you back up with that little truck money.
Well, shit, don't
Come
threaten
on,
me
man.
with
Don't
a
do
good
this.
time, big boy.
I ask you nicely because I don't want. I like you, Vic, but I will break open the bank to
I
knock
like
you out of
you
here.
too, shit.
But
I
you're
like
talking
you
foolish
too,
right
man.
now. You really talking. This is not necessary to pump these niggas up, right? I don't need nan white man, nan black man, nan Asian man, nan Russian man, or my own motherfucking man. And I'm not going to sit here.
Say that again.
You're not breaking the bank when you're only dropping $20 every hit. Start throwing some $100 donations down. Now you're talking like, yeah, dude. Vic got his ass on that bottom of the lint shit. That's great.
Yeah. No, Vic gets hit up too. Like it's just the
here. And
it's just wild. Like Ruthless makes no sense at all. He's a complete emotional little child
No, it's like watching bullies on a fucking poker table. It's like who's got the bigger high stack, and then they get the flop card, and then it's really head to head, right? And then it's back to everybody, and then it's like back to two, and then like there's one guy bullying the table, you know, and he's buying his way around all the hands, and he's high handing everybody and just bullying the fucking pot. You know.
Well, Terry, yeah. So the Pratt County School District put in some weird bathroom shit for the kindergartners. I'm sorry, the preschoolers. Is it preschooler? I don't remember. Anyways, yeah. I have no way to drop you a link. Y'all should start migrating over to my channel, over to Flow State, and then because I'm starting to drop off. I just dropped off Snowfire stream, and I'm about to drop off Facebook next for Nick at Occult Rage X, and then last I'll drop off his YouTube stream, and then I'm gonna move this over to my backup. Well, not I don't even know if it's my backup. If it gets monetized first, it's going to become my primary. If it gets monetized before this one, we'll see. We'll see.
Man, greater than me. No way. We all equal. And nigga, I take a nigga out.
I ain't never say I ain't never say my white boy is good better than me.
But
I ain't never say I was better than my white boy. But I'm saying that whatever white boy is capable of, it clearly shows it's working.
Well, he finna start live right now. Go over there, Vic. Before I have to spin to get you up out of here.
I always go over there.
Let me spin to get you up out of here. You know, do I need to spend money to get you up out of here?
You got to cut that shit too.
Why would you ask me? And I'm just if I'm a black man, why would you ask
Bye,
me?
Vic. Bye, Vic.
You the black man.
Bye, Vic.
Black men don't want to listen. See, that's why I'm around. I listen.
Bye,
I
Vic.
listen to people.
We finna send you up out of here because you up here sucking the white man's dick. We're gonna send you to his channel right now.
Did you see me? If you saw me sucking the white man dick, evidently
How mad do you think?
Right?
Could you imagine if I was on panel calling him Black Boy?
You know,
it'd be catastrophic. It would be the end of the world.
I mean, it is hard.
Actually, maybe not. Maybe not. Let me reel that back because I've been around Nightish. I've fucked with Nightish long enough that like I think that I'm established. But anyways, I'm just pointing out that there's a.
And I got into it pretty good with fucking Nunk Man the other night, but
Unk can throw down.
Oh yeah.
All right, if you're watching on Facebook, I'm about to disconnect the Facebook. This is your final. Come to Flow State on YouTube. You got to look for at Flow State. Just put that on the back of youtube.com/@Flow State. And
hit the like
Facebook,
button. It'll figure it there.
take it easy. Remove. All right, Facebook is down.
What's going on? I don't
understand what's going on either. What's happening?
No, evidently,
This
if you
convo
saw me,
is
you had to
crazy,
be in the room then, my good sir.
I'm
Are you
sorry.
ready to be next at bat
I
then?
heard you screaming his name. Bye, Vic.
If you saw
Bye,
me,
Vic.
you said a certain thing. You said,
Bye, Vic.
I'm sucking
Talk
a
to
white
your
man's
time.
dick. So if you
Bye,
saw
Vic.
me, you
Go be
had
with
to be
your
in the
white
room to
husband.
see it, right, my good
Go be
sir?
with your white husband. And y'all join together.
So are
and
you
hold
next
it
at bat?
I'm done talking.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Wow.
No, he said it.
Wow.
He said it. He said it. I didn't say that.
Good to see you, Jay.
Go be with your
Is
white
I just
David.
said that's my white boy. In some kind of way, the black boy got mad because I said that's my white boy.
No, it's not the green diamond. It looks like.
No.
Think you slow night tonight? What's up, that
Hold on a second, and I'll share it.
I'm not. Ain't nothing
No.
tight.
What's
just
taking so long?
Ain't
We
nothing
need to-
tight. Can you? I see $50 to get rid of flow. Okay, I'm looking.
I'm gonna cash out you.
Oh, okay. The
Damn.
phone. And listen, you in Southern California. Take a second.
All right, let me pause this for a second. 339.39, and then we're gonna go here. This is my channel. Yeah, sorry for the inconvenience. This is why I'm messing around with a new channel, because between the generic name and the way that they've been doing me on monetization and the strikes and stuff, like this Flow State channel, and I know that it's super tacky. People say things all the time like, "Oh, I'm shadow banned." this channel is hit. It's been marked. I won't bore you with it, Rick.
You could say
All
that.
right. I'll give a let's see. We'll get back to this for just a few more minutes, and then we'll move to the new channel.
Oh, night is tonight. Hey, what's up? That head thing too tight?
I'm not. They not too tight.
What's
just
the
don't-
I'm gonna
listen.
I'm gonna skip up to where he rage quits. So he drops Vic. There, Vic is gone.
She's Betty the dough. 7 cents. The message said,
No, it's not.
"Get you." How I said, bro.
So one, I love women. I do. As long as I love her, we're not gonna encourage. We in America, and right, fucking fly, right?
Damn. That's what I said.
Man, what are you talking? Mama, you been hood, gun,
scroll, big get sound.
You make royalty cheap, nigga. $10. Damn, that's cheap as fuck. Royalty's supposed to be at least 100.
It's double for royalty.
Yes, 5 doubles. 10.
It's always been double for royalty. It never changed. It's been at the whole time.
Cheap. That's cheap. $10, nigga. At least $30 to drop royalty.
I guarantee you, nobody gonna spend no money on royalty.
That's okay. I'll spend enough money for everybody. How's that? Go ahead, Romney. What you said, Omni?
I was gonna ask you. Let's build from that point because I often hear that topic, and I'm actually curious. You know what I'm saying? This particular morning, if you could just like get the family laws changed, what would that look like?
Well, first of all, she does not automatically get the kids. We need a psychic evaluation.
Oh, God.
Whoever has the best suitable finances and the best work out $1,000 we're going to have a premise that the court see that it's not really worth or really if not it's been hoeing.
That's crazy.
After I invested in this channel more than
into I'm not saying ruthless is royalty. Let's go here.
Damn.
But
see that nigga tight. Look at him. That nigga can't even say that nigga said $5.
Yeah, man, this is getting old.
Say $5.
Don't read that, Nice. You better not.
read it, bro. Read it. He got super chats.
No, we don't.
Post say $5. Change ruthless name to. I'm not saying that right there because I'm a straight man.
Yeah, that nigga Will, what's his name up there? He kind of with that homosexual shit on. Jay Will was like, say it. I want to hear it.
Hey, listen. He got to read super chats.
Want to hear the word? You want to hear the word?
He got to read super chats, bro.
You want to hear? No, you don't.
Ruthless is royalty. Send another 5 and we'll change his name.
He paid good money to have the super chats, bro. And Night is the host of the show.
First and foremost,
that's where
if Night takes another $5 from me to do this after I invested in this channel more than any person in this whole YouTube space, I'm gonna have to.
It's been that way the whole time.
Night
came up here and tried to get me to stop getting people.
Okay, Night
is a capitalist.
It's been
capitalism.
No. It's okay for $5. Nigga, that's $10. Nigga, that's hoeing damn near. Like what the fuck?
It's not hoeing. Why would you say that? Why would you call your dog a hoe?
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Nightish, I will say this. I think that should be valued higher. Just
Flow stay $5. Change it and read it.
Change it.
I'm not reading it, but I will change it.
What?
It's crazy.
What you gonna change it to?
This shit wild.
This is more
You
wild
know
than
what
Say
he's
those
changing.
words.
You know what he's changing your name to.
Oh, no, you
this
do
is
this.
more wild than dropping people.
Our business relationship is officially over, Nightish. I will walk away. I promise you. And that little $10 worth my money.
Rules is rules,
you're a bad man. You walking away from my money?
That should be valued more, I think.
If this happens,
Just to maximize, I don't care what Truth talking about. Just to maximize your profits, I think that should be valued higher. But you know what I'm saying?
I hear what
game's the
everybody
game.
is saying.
The game is
All
the game.
Rufus got to do is spend $5 and the name will get changed. But
No.
he want to punk me. So I'm not finna be punked on my channel. That's not finna happen. So it is what it is.
Our business relationship is officially over if you put that on there. That is ultimate disrespect.
So what you saying? So
Don't make me do it, Rufus.
Probably like
do what you
anybody.
do what you do. It's over. You know that.
Let's see.
It's over if you do it. You know that, right?
Damn.
I spent a great. Flo ain't never gonna give me a ton of money. Flo would never even. This nigga's paid $5 the first time. You think he's gonna be able to supplement the income I give you?
I believe you. I'm agreeing with you.
On your channel in the last 2 days.
I agree with you. I say spend 5 and stop him.
So Rufus.
Are you talking about Caucasian Sasquatch? You're not talking about Caucasian Sasquatch, are you?
Yeah.
Is she?
Yeah, Nightish was on.
Oh yeah,
a couple times.
Caucasian Sasquatch. If you know Caucasian, he's basically my sort of my producer. He's the only other person that has keys to my StreamYard over here. He's over here all the time. He was here earlier today.
Drunk Sasquatch is fun.
Drunk Sasquatch is a drunk Sasquatch is a sassy Sasquatch.
Sassy Sasquatch.
Let's see. If you are watching on Occult Rejects, come to Flow State. I'm about to drop that stream. 10, 9, 8, 7, 7, 7, 6. That was the echo. You know.
Your mom lied for me.
How'd you know my mom echoed? Oh man, I'm going to help. I'm sorry, Mom. I couldn't let that one-liner hit the floor. 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, and I'm dropping you after this clip is over. All right, but I got to find the right tab first. Here it is. Salute, remove.